In May, basketball stops feeling regional. It becomes bigger, sharper, heavier, and tonight two teams arrive on the same stage, chasing the same thing. New York, Cleveland, two cities built differently, one polished by lights, one hardened by grit, now connected by the Eastern Conference Finals. For the Knicks, this postseason has looked like force. 7 straight victories, historic scoring runs, a team playing faster, stronger, and more complete than any point this season. Jalen Brunson, the engineer. Jalen Brunson, the closer. Jalen Brunson, the heartbeat of Madison Square Garden. Karl Anthony Towns, power. Karl Anthony Towns, touch. OG Anunoby, defense. OG Anunoby, edge. New York arrives rested and rolling. For Cleveland, this postseason has looked like survival. 7-game battles, road wins under pressure, a team that had to earn every step forward. Donovan Mitchell coming home to the biggest game of his career. James Harden, veteran control. James Harden, shot making. James Harden, experience. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, strength inside. The Cavaliers arrive tested and dangerous. One team enters with rhythm. One enters battle hardened. One powered by rest. One fueled by momentum. One playing beneath the lights of home. One carrying no fear of the road. Different paths, equal belief. Mike Brown, Kenny Atkinson, familiar names, new pressure. For New York, a chance to prove dominance. For Cleveland, a chance to prove resilience becomes greatness. No history matters now. No regular season matters now. Only this. Because legacies do not begin quietly. They begin here. In noise. In pressure. In belief. With stars. With cities. With a building waiting for someone to take control. The Cavaliers. The Knicks. Power. Pressure. Survival. Dominance. And one road to the NBA Finals. From Madison Square Garden, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks, and it starts right now. And greetings from our Temecula studios. Ryder Bullock here with you for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. For New York, this postseason has unfolded almost perfectly, dispatching Atlanta in 6, sweeping Philadelphia in 4, and doing it with an offense that has looked increasingly difficult to solve. Jalen Brunson has orchestrated everything with poise, pace, and control, while Karl Anthony Towns may be playing the most complete basketball of his career. The spacing, the cutting, the confidence, all of it has come together at exactly the right time for a franchise trying to reach the finals for the first time in a generation. Meanwhile, Cleveland arrives battle-tested and probably a little bruised after back-to-back 7-game wars against Toronto and Detroit. But what those series may have revealed is something Cavaliers fans have waited years to see. Resilient. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley answered every question about toughness. Donovan Mitchell rediscovered that takeover gear, and Game 7 in Detroit may have changed the way people look at this basketball team entirely. Still, there's one word looming over this series tonight: fatigue. Cleveland starters have played nearly 50% more postseason minutes than New York starters. Every other day, basketball in late May has a way of exposing tired legs, slow rotations, and short benches. And against a Knicks offense playing with rhythm and rest, that becomes the story to watch right from the opening tip. And joining us throughout this Eastern Conference Finals as our guest basketball strategist and observer is Benjamin Zion. Benjamin, simple question to start us off tonight. When this game reaches is winning time in the fourth quarter, what concerns you most for the Cavaliers?
Well, thank you for having me, Ryder. I think my concern right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers is, some people will say it's a little bit crazy, but it's actually James Harden, believe it or not. I think Donovan Mitchell's going to get up those shots. He'll put in his numbers regardless, but with James Harden, if he's throwing up bricks, if he doesn't have his legs under him, we're going to see a problem where, of course, the field goal percentage for the team goes down. And then who comes in to fill that blank for the team? Is it Strus? Is he going to come in there and get those threes in? Are they going to have production from Evan Mobley on the inside-out game? Hopefully hitting some of those threes, playing inside. With James Harden being a non-factor shooting-wise, if that becomes the case, I think Cleveland will struggle.
It has been 10 days since we have seen the Knicks. Will that hurt them?
Yeah, I think it could hurt because we want to see flow for the New York Knicks. And when we see that flow and chemistry, they're a good team rather than just Jalen Brunson needing to do every single little thing and then having little to no production from anyone else other than Karl Anthony Towns. Are we going to see Bridges show up? Is OG going to play? We heard about the hamstring. I haven't seen the update just yet, but they need production from all of their players. I don't think it can just be the Jalen Brunson show.
Right. It hurt the Thunder last night in Game 1.
It did.
More on this game in a moment, but first, here's what's trending in the NBA. We start with breaking news. ESPN's Shams Charania is reporting that Jason Kidd is out as the Dallas Mavericks head coach, as team president Masai Ujiri is making a coaching change. Your thoughts about this, hearing it for the first time?
I'm frankly shocked. As we said before the show, it seems that Jason Kidd actually had a couple years left on that contract, 3 to 4 years. And, it makes me wonder, did Kyrie Irving say, I want a coaching change? There's someone else that I want to coach my team. I don't think they would have done this for, our young guy out there to, throw someone out to play for, the rookie. So what are we doing here? It's an interesting thing to see.
Yes, this is a developing story, and we will keep you updated on any new developments. Well, we are hoping for a great game tonight because last night was wild as we witnessed the kind of playoff basketball that reminds you exactly why the Western Conference Finals can feel like a collision of will, talent, and endurance. And a double overtime thriller that stretched late into the night, the San Antonio Spurs stole Game 1 and stole home court advantage, beating the Thunder 122 to 115 in a classic. And at the center of it all, Victor Wembanyama simply dominant, 41 points, 24 rebounds, a performance that felt larger than the moment itself. Wembanyama was everywhere, above the rim, beyond the arc, on the glass. And how about in the biggest moment, he slams a home pair of late dunks in the second overtime, including a three-point that effectively shut the door on Oklahoma City. At just 22 years old, he becomes the youngest player ever to post a 40-point, 20-rebound game in NBA playoff history. Rare company, historic stage. And the Spurs needed every bit of it without De'Aaron Fox due to ankle stiffness. San Antonio got major support across the board. Dylan Harper delivered one of the most disruptive defensive performances you'll ever see in a conference finals opener. 24 points and a team playoff record 7 steals. Stephon Castle chipped in 17. Vassell, Johnson, and Champagne all played critical roles in a night that demanded depth and toughness. Now for Oklahoma City, there's frustration, but also opportunity. The Thunder erased a 10-point fourth quarter deficit and showed why this team has been one of the most dangerous in the league. Alex Caruso coming off the bench and erupting for 31 points, one of the best games of his career. Jalen Williams, returning from a hamstring absence, gave them 26. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, though, on the same night he received his second straight MVP trophy, finished with 24 points and 12 assists, but shot just 7 for 23 and never quite found the usual offensive rhythm. Still, this game swung on resilience. The Spurs led by 7 at halftime, led by 7 entering the fourth, blew a late lead, survived overtime, then watched Wembanyama hit a deep tying three with under 30 seconds left in the first overtime after Chet Holmgren denied him at the rim to end regulation. And somehow San Antonio still had more left. This was physical, emotional, exhausting, a war. And after 2 overtimes, the Spurs walk out of Oklahoma City up 1-0. So, Benjamin, after a marathon like that, did Game 1 show you that Victor Wembanyama is now the clear biggest matchup left in the postseason?
I would say so. Victor Wembanyama is really unstoppable when you're not able to play defense against the guy. Chet Holmgren got exposed. I don't think he was able to play defense against the guy. At the same time, you look at the other centers for Oklahoma City, and you'd hope they'd be able to put some D on the guy, put some body on the guy, but you actually saw a lot of rotations where Alex Caruso was playing defense on Victor Wembanyama, and we're not here to blame Alex Caruso for not being able to play defense against the tower. At the end of the day, you got to have a big man against this guy. You got to have Hartenstein against him. You got to have Jay Will against the guy as well, Jalen Williams, or Jay Williams, the other one, and you hope that they're able to stop the guy. If you can't, it's going to be very, very hard for the, Oklahoma City Thunder to do much without SGA scoring the usual way he does and then having that contribution from whoever is the next man up.
Game 2 in Oklahoma City tomorrow night inside the Paycom Center, where the pressure clearly leans toward the Thunder. Oklahoma City enters as a 6.5-point favorite, but this matchup feels far tighter than that number we saw after Game 1. San Antonio comes in leading the Western Conference Finals 1-0 after surviving that unforgettable double overtime battle. And what stood out beyond Wembanyama's dominance to me was this. The Spurs looked composed. Even without De'Aaron Fox, they controlled pace, rebounded at a high level, defended with length, and showed they can win ugly, win physical, and win late. Now the challenge, can they do it again on the road? Are we looking at a Spurs 2-0?
I really, really hope that Hartenstein and Jay Will can actually come up there and put a body on Victor Wembanyama. Because, again, if you can't, and I don't believe that, sadly, Holmgren will be able to put up enough of a fight on his own. It's just not really a shot at the guy. But, Holmgren's not known as a defender. So if you can't stop Victor Wembanyama, it's over. If you can put a body on Victor Wembanyama, then what do we have here? We got, the other guys, Castle, that can score 30. Can you play defense now against two shooters, both Wembanyama and Castle? And then we look to the rest of the Spurs team. They're deep. They can still score. You got to make sure you can trip them up on defense. If Oklahoma City can actually put together a defensive rally throughout the whole entire game, and I'm calling it a rally because it's going to be neck and neck. I don't believe there's going to be 10 points in between these teams unless somehow the shooters for Oklahoma City just come out and the Spurs don't come out with shooting. So it will be a neck-and-neck battle, at least in my opinion, and Oklahoma's got to have their defense dialed up.
Victor Wembanyama remains the centerpiece, no doubt about it, but Oklahoma City will likely make this game far more physical. I expect Chet Holmgren and his help of defenders to crowd him early, force tougher catches, and try to make San Antonio's secondary scores beat them. And that's where players, I think, like Stephon Castle become critical. Castle has quietly become one of the Spurs' most complete young guards, facilitating, defending, and stabilizing possessions. If Fox remains out, his role only grows. For Oklahoma City, this feels like a response game. The Thunder were one of the NBA's most complete teams all season, 64 wins, elite defense, and one of the best scoring margins in basketball. They still average 119 points per game, and despite losing Game 1, there were signs they can flip this series fast. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander never truly looked comfortable offensively last night. A 7 for 23 shooting performance is not usually what you see from a two-time MVP. If he attacks downhill early and forces San Antonio's bigs into rotation, the entire Thunder offense opens up. Then there's Alex Caruso, who gave Oklahoma City massive energy off the bench, and Jalen Williams, whose return adds another scoring threat in secondary creator. This game may come down to one simple battle. Who controls tempo? San Antonio wants length, half-court execution, another grind. Oklahoma City wants pace, transition, pressure, and to turn this into a crowd-fueled avalanche. The Spurs already stole home court. Now the Thunder are trying to make sure this series doesn't suddenly feel like it's slipping. So let me ask you this heading into Game 2. Is this more about Oklahoma City's making adjustments defensively on Wembanyama, or does this game ultimately fall on the two-time MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
I think it's a little bit of both at the end of the day. You have to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being SGA. He's got to be that scorer. He's got to be the facilitator. He's got to lead this team. But in the same case, team defense matters so much to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And as we said before, we saw those rotations. We saw even Alex Caruso needing to pick it up and play defense. But you really need, in my opinion, a Hartenstein out there to be the man. You got to have Hart show up to be the man as well. Hartenstein, excuse me. And without that, it's a really big problem, and I hope that the bench as well, especially with Jay Will being there off the bench before it gets to those last 5 minutes of the game, that they're able to put that defense together as well, so long as Wemby's on the floor. They need to make sure that they have that dialed up, and if they don't, I think it's 2-0.
Okay, well, we hope tonight's game is half as good as we turn our full attention to tonight's Eastern Conference final opener between the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. A matchup many believed back in October had the look of a collision course, and now here we are under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. The Knicks have looked every bit like the hottest team left standing in the East. 7 straight wins, dominant margins, offensive rhythm, defensive confidence, and perhaps most importantly, rest. Jalen Brunson has been the engine. Karl Anthony Towns has stretched defenses in ways Cleveland must account for. And if OG Anunoby is ready to go, New York becomes even more complete on both ends of the floor. But on the other side, Cleveland comes in battle-tested. 48 hours ago, a match against the Pistons, an off day, and then a late flight here to New York. Donovan Mitchell, though, is back home. He is a New Yorker, and great on the biggest game of his postseason career, his first Eastern Conference playoff appearance as his 10-year NBA tenure. James Harden has given this Cavaliers offense another layer of patience and shot creation, while Evan Mobley and Jared Allen continue to remind everyone this team can still punish you inside. They survived Toronto. They knocked out top-seeded Detroit just 48 hours ago, and now they believe they're built for this moment. So the biggest storyline tonight may be simple: rest versus rhythm. Power versus pace, execution versus momentum. New York has had time to recover. Cleveland has been playing playoff basketball at full intensity. Which side settles in first, and will it shape the tone of this series?
Ooh, that's a great question. And, I think it's tough at the end of the day because we haven't got to see consistency really from either of these teams. And I know that James Harden just joined this team, but let's go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. As I said earlier in this broadcast, if James Harden is not James Harden, if he's going to be clanking it rather than knocking down shots, it's going to mess up the flow of this team. And then it's Donovan Mitchell who has to take over. You got to have Mobley, you got to have Allen, and then that someone off the bench, whoever it is, making some shots as well, playing some defense. We can go look at the New York Knicks now. As I said earlier, it cannot just be the Jalen Brunson show, in my opinion, if this New York Knicks team wants to continue to hang on. We got to see Catman show up. Karl Anthony Towns has to be there. We got to see someone like a Bridges making those threes. You got to see Josh Hart being his defensive self, the animal on the floor that always interrupts things. And without that combination for the New York Knicks, it's going to be hard for them as well.
Karl Anthony Towns, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen are going to be on him like glue. You know that. What's the plan to keep him away from the paint and protect the rim?
Ooh, I would think that at the end of the day, this team, they got to make sure that the pressure coming from their guards is at least controlling the outside of the paint to the point where the big man can stay inside and make sure no one can cut and get in there and dive and hit those easy dunks or those easy layups or the teardrop shots, whatever the case. Will they have the ability to do that? We're going to see.
How important is James Harden in this matchup beyond scoring? This, in my opinion, is why you traded for James Harden. This is why he's here to get you back to the NBA Finals. How important is James Harden?
James Harden's hugely important. If he's going to be the facilitator and passing, he's going to take a lower volume of shots but still make those shots. I think the flow could work for this Cleveland Cavaliers team. That chemistry will be there. But if he's going to be jacking up a bunch of shots, not being able to make those assists, we have a problem.
Okay. Time now for the keys to the game. For me, this Cleveland Cavaliers team, I think it all starts with Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell is the insider. Feed him the ball. If you're gonna win this game, I think he needs to drop 40 tonight. He's got to be the executor. Feed him through it. For the Knicks, I think it's the same thing, but with Jalen Brunson. Feed him. And Jalen Brunson has a few more better role players than Mr. Scrappy of Josh Hart. Josh Hart is going to be all over the Garden tonight, and I think the Brunson duo Brunson, the roommates, the Villanova roommates, are gonna have some fun tonight. So have some fun. That's my keys. Brunson, Mitchell, who do you watch in the first 6 minutes?
I think I'm actually watching Brunson because with the way the Cleveland Cavaliers play, you can honestly see that James Harden will start off as a facilitator and then get the ball passed around so everyone's getting their shot up, everyone's getting warm. And, the New York Knicks, they can play that way, but sometimes you just see Jalen Brunson coming out and stealing the show immediately. So that's for me why I watch Jalen Brunson before I watch James Harden or, for instance, the rest of his crew trying to, get their flow going.
Okay. How does Cleveland steal game one?
Cleveland can steal game one if James Harden, Donovan Mitchell are not missing shots, and then they have that production as well from people, like the rest of your team as the centers, the power forwards, the bench. If they have that full team production, we're looking good with Mobley, Allen, with Struss, or I'm saying his name wrong. I think it's actually Struess. My apologies if you're listening to this, Max, which you won't be.
I hope
but
not.
I want to see it. Yeah, you got to be, you can't be tuned in on, YouTube. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Same question, but for the Knicks. Obviously, the Garden's going to be raucous. But last year, the Knicks were saying, all we got to do is beat Indiana. It's the same story. All we got to do is beat Cleveland. Easier said than done, especially when you look back at last year. The Pacers stole game one. How do the Knicks protect home court this time around?
I would say, something very key for the New York Knicks is the Mitchell Robinson effect, which is offensive rebounding and also defensive rebounding. But I think offensive rebounding is really key for this Knicks team because the problem that we often see with the New York Knicks is if they're not able to keep knocking down shots, they lose by bigger margins, and that's maybe, something that we all know here if we're basketball minds, but you need those offensive rebounds as the New York Knicks to keep you in the game, to have those kickouts happen once you miss a shot, taking it and throwing it back out and having that chance to actually rebound in the game. When I say rebound, I mean rebound as a team physically and go back to score and take it back on the other end.
I like it. I like it a lot as we're looking at shoot around. You can't see shoot around if you're watching us. But we can see it here. Jalen Brunson at the free throw line. He looks ready to go. It's Josh Hart. Jordan, I want to talk about Jordan Clarkson for a minute. My X factor tonight. I know that might sound weird. He's so out there, but he's not out there. Does Cleveland have a plan if he gets out there?
I think Cleveland, if they do have a plan, should be defense. Do not let the guy take those three-point shots where he gets hot, and don't let him cut either. There's, a Jordan Clarkson that can show up and be a torch, and then there's a Jordan Clarkson that can be passive and he's just kind of not really there. So Cleveland hopefully will, for their sake, have a guy that's being passive and they don't have to look at a guy that they have to play defense strongly against. But if he comes out not passive, Cleveland can have a problem if they're not going to react on defense appropriately.
Okay. Biggest question, not the series. Game one, who wins tonight?
Who wins tonight? Well, if OG is not playing, and I'm looking at the floor, I see Bridges shooting, I don't see OG right now.
I don't. There's Bridges.
Yep, that's a problem. OG is a specimen. He's physical. He knows how to be on the ball defensively. I think it actually really hurts the Knicks unless you have, Jalen Brunson firing at all cylinders, as long with Bridges. I'm saying your name again. Hit those baskets. Make those shots. Don't only take 6 or 7 shots in this game. You need to take more than that. I hope that's part of the Knicks game plan. And then I hope Karl Anthony Towns is there as well. Without that, I think the absence of OG is going to hurt them. And we're going to, again, see if Cleveland knocks down their shots and can play defense as well. It might be Cleveland's game, but, you hope for the Knicks that home court advantage will help them.
He likes the Knicks. Time now for tonight's pick and play. The Knicks are a 6.5-point favorite. I'm going to take the Knicks at 6.5. I think they win. I think they cover. The over under 225.5. I'm going to take the under tonight. Low scoring game, physical. I think it's just what New York wants. A low 100s game in their building. no, just for the record, no Spike Lee sighting yet. And we'll, of course, keep you updated on that. So that's what I've got. He likes the Knicks. I like the Knicks. Knicks, don't embarrass us. Save the graphic, please. Okay, that will do it for this portion of our program, the Hardwood Report. We're going to step aside for a few minutes. The game is on ESPN. Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, and Lisa Salters have the call. We'll let you flip over there, and we'll join you at the top of the hour.
Awesome.
Back live on this Tuesday evening. Glad you are with us, getting you ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Ryder Bullock alongside Benji Zion. Benji, we're just a few minutes away from tip-off. Still no Anunoby sighting. What are we thinking?
It looks bad. It looks really bad, in my opinion. You know, I don't know how long OG will be out with that hammy. Hammies can be something that are nagging, that can come back and bite you. You know, you think you're good at 1 minute, you get on the floor and you pull it again, you strain it a little bit. You know, I hope his trainers are able to put him back in position so he can get on the court sooner than later, because the Knicks are going to need him. But for now, I think it really hurts the Knicks team, and we'll just see who the next man up is.
Who do you think that will be? That was my next question. Who do you think that will be? Who rises above tonight?
It's very interesting. You know, I don't really know if Sohan will see the floor at all whatsoever. He was standing with the boys, though. They're all very close together before the game started, so I don't know if that means Sohan could have been inserted. You know, he's got experience. He's played a little bit more than their other guys, you know, that are in the 6'8" category that would likely be in position of OG at the power forward. So we'll just see who that next man up is. Is it going to be, I'm going to butcher his name, I'm sorry, the gentleman from France, Hirokpori, or who else is it going to be? Are we going to see a little Jemison for some reason? I mean, that goes into, you know, Robinson's minutes, so we'll just have to watch and see here.
Wade, Harden, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, the starting lineup for Cleveland. Your thoughts?
Looking really good right now. You know, Dean Wade can shoot. Dean Wade can also facilitate a little bit, and he's an energy guy. I really like him there. You know, he's a guy I didn't mention earlier, so thought I would do it now.
Watching starting lineups. Game, of course, on ESPN, if you want to watch along with us. And now the starting lineup for the New York Knicks. The Knicks are the home team. They get a video package to go along with their intro. And they come out to Somebody's Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind.
Oh.
Highlights of the postseason. Sweeping Philadelphia in 4. And then how about that dominant Game 5 in Atlanta, or against Atlanta. And then finishing it, of course, in 6.
Don't copyright us, YouTube. You can't hear this in the background. As long as we talk over it, they can't copyright us, so we'll just keep blabbing, you know? Yeah, get our own content, you know? There we go.
I watched a guy do it last night, so everything I'm doing is no different than what people were doing last night. So
there you go, YouTube. Hope you understand. I'll bring a set of bongos if I need to play over, you know.
Oh, wow,
NBA
pyrotechnics.
halftime. Little, you know, sparks.
Okay, there's Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson.
So we're wrong about OG. I don't know why he didn't come to shoot around. That's a little interesting. Maybe he was getting a little treatment. I did not see him anywhere on the floor.
I did not either.
If any of you watching, or if anyone's in person at the game, if you saw him on the bench, you know, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Josh Hart, Mr. Scrappy, as I like to call it. Mikal Bridges, the other Villanova Nick.
That's right, the roomies.
And, of course, the star of the show, Jalen Brunson.
And I do give the Knicks higher chances of winning this game with OG playing. Yeah. You know, even with OG not scoring as much, he is a specimen, as I said. He's a physical force.
Mike Brown, the only Knicks head coach to lead a team to the conference finals in his first season with the team. Lot of controversy surrounding that hire after Tom Thibodeau got fired, brought this team back to the conference finals after 25 years. But Brown has not missed a beat.
Brown hasn't missed a beat, you know. I know that some players, you know, they may take issue with Tom Thibodeau's hard-nosed style of coaching, very tough, definitely a traditional guy. But maybe Mike Brown just kind of meshes better with the current players on this team. So we're going to see how Mike Brown's coaching looks. We're going to see how his defensive and offensive sets look, what they're going to play here, the rotation off the bench. I'm going to look at it right now. I believe it's a 3.5-ish man rotation. But again, as long as OG can maintain those minutes and he doesn't have a relapse with that hamstring, we'll probably see the same rotation that we saw in the last game, at least I would assume, as someone who does not cover the Knicks regularly.
Celebrity Row has not been fully introduced, but I do know that Jimmy Fallon, who's off this week from The Tonight Show, is sitting courtside. Of course, Timothy Chalamet probably here, Ben Stiller, and
shouts out Ben Stiller, Manavero of the Tribe.
Spike Lee as well.
Spike is not a member of the Tribe, but we love him no matter what. It's all about brotherly love, Spike Lee.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite Spike Lee movie?
A favorite? Oh, I'll think about that. Maybe we'll get back to that.
Okay. Let's see.
We may have breaking news on the alleged Kyrie Irving possibly leading to a new coach. I'm waiting on that. My colleague just texted me. He said, hold on a moment. So we will see what the alleged thing is there, if it has to do with Kyrie Irving or not.
Okay. Scott Foster, the official tonight, will do a great job, a true professional. $53,000 to sit center court tonight in the Garden.
New York, New York. Wow.
Brunson gets it.
It's crazy. We got paid to sit courtside. We got the best job in the world.
Bounce pass to Towns. 10 to shoot. Harden all over Brunson.
A little bit of hugging with James Harden and Brunson, trying not to let him zip past.
OG Anunoby's got to think about it. Got it off in time.
It's a good look. Good look.
Rebounded Cavaliers. Harden takes it going the other way. James Harden. Bounce pass. Allen off the glass. No good. Rebound. Staying the other way, or staying this way with Cleveland. Harden with the floater.
Ooh, launching it up. James Harden with those young legs right now. With his banana shoes as well, might add.
Yeah, lime shoes.
Oh, they are lime.
Are they? Yeah, almost like
They're
a
like
lime.
kind of a tweener color.
Brunson inside, bounce pass to Towns. Towns thought about a three. Will shoot
Mobley
it anyway.
kind of
Air ball.
shoulder checked him out of it.
Yeah.
No call.
James Harden inside.
Mobley's taking advantage on Bridges. Bridges does not have. Oh, and he fouls him.
Bridges does not like that call. And it will be 2 free throws for Mobley. That's a good call.
It is a good call. Whacked him on the arm. Again, we don't have that physical power if you're the New York Knicks when you have Bridges against Mobley. Shouts out San Diego, by the way. That's where I'm from. That's where you're from.
Yep.
Mobley.
Mobley, 17 points per game average these playoffs, shooting 55%, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
And Jay Rich is exactly correct with his commentary. When Cleveland establishes itself physically, especially through Mobley right now, it permeates throughout the whole team.
Cleveland up 3-0. Anunoby inbounds it to Brunson. 10:35 left to play. Cleveland leads at 3-1. Eastern Conference Finals Game 1. Shot clock at 15 seconds. Towns has it just outside of the free throw line. Harden all over Brunson as Brunson shoots a three. Can't get it.
Couldn't get over Mobley.
Mobley passes it to Harden. We're going the other way. Shot clock at 20. Harden
left Mobley open.
Three. Can't get it again. Rebounded Bridges.
Cat did not want to rotate over to Mobley. Just kind of gave him the look.
Brunson to Towns. Towns to Bridges. Bridges floater. Sinks it.
Okay, we like that. Wearing the light blue shoes. Hart playing very strong defense against. Ooh, okay. Backcourt violation. Hart playing that defense on Mitchell. We like to see that.
Josh Hart always playing aggressive.
Yeah, that's Josh Hart. That's what they're going to need for him. You got
All
Donovan
right.
Mitchell.
There, yeah. Just the
coming in. You got
heel there.
You're going to need a lead perimeter, not just defense, but pressure legs.
Bounce pass, Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson inbounded it.
Switch.
Got a big switch right now. Mitchell's stuck on Cat. Jared's trying to rotate.
Inside, can't get it.
Ooh, a little too much English on that one, Brunson.
Brunson not shooting well early. The Knicks just 1 for 5 in the early minutes. 9:29 to play as Mitchell thought about a three. Will shoot it anyway. Check mark.
Great facilitating by Dean Wade. He was in open space by the key, and he was able to pass it out. Great pass.
6-2 Cleveland. 9:15 to play.
On Brunson's
Yeah.
shoes, his new shoes, those are his custom Kobe Bryant.
Oh, okay.
And is Mitchell? I mean, is Bridges wearing the same ones? Wow.
So those are custom Kobe Bryants.
Well, they're Doyle Brunson Kobe Bryant.
Okay. These are Brunson and who's the other one? Brunson's wearing those shoes.
Brunson and Bridges got the same
Have the
ones.
same shoes there. Okay.
What an amazing way to honor the great.
Other shoe heads out there, but
Yeah.
you can help me with the model number on those Nikes, the Kobe Bryants. That would help.
Hart throwing it to Towns. And a steal. How about Mitchell? Inside. Gets it.
Oh, wow.
And it's an 8-2 Cleveland run in the early minutes of this game.
There you go. And Mobley put up that physical wall. He just stood up like a brick wall to make that turnover happen.
Bridges can't answer. Towns trying to get a rebound. Cannot.
Dean
Out of
Wade
bounds.
coming in there and messing it up for the
Staying
rebound.
With New York.
I'm loving Dean Wade's hustle right now.
Brunson gives it to Cat. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 8-2 with 8:25 to play. Brunson finally gets one to go.
Nice little shot there. Little push shot.
8-4 Cleveland. Harden driving, passing. Mitchell off the glass and in. 3 for 3 for Mitchell.
It's looking good for Mitchell. We're seeing the facilitation from James Harden as well. We like that. Hart just almost double dribbled there. Kind of lost the handle. But we got it passed out to Catman at the top with Mobley on him.
8 on the shot clock. Hart 3. Can't get it. Long rebound, but it's going for the Cavaliers. Back to Mitchell. And a steal there, trying to get it. Cleveland hangs on to it. Shot clock at 10 and out of bounds.
OG breaks it up.
Goes into the third row as Spike Lee is wearing an orange t-shirt and a black bobble hat.
What's written on it? We need to know. What are you saying to us?
That's when everyone's juices are just flowing. Everyone's just a little too amped up right now.
Got his fishing hat on, you know?
Yeah, the bubble hat. Staying with the Cavaliers, Harden inbounds it with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Mobley. Excuse me, gives it to Mitchell. My fault. Mitchell, 3. Can't get it. His first miss of the day. Rebounded Bridges. Bridges to Towns. Towns throws it to Hart. Hart dribbling inside. Bounce pass to Towns. Towns thought about a 3. Won't shoot it. Gives it to Brunson. Brunson to Hart. In the corner. No good.
A little bit of a broken play there. Didn't really seem like the offense was set in any particular way there.
Rebounded Harden. Harden has an open line. Takes it. Can't get it, though. Rebounded
Ooh.
Towns. He stays in bounds.
Didn't have in the hand correctly.
Now it's in the hands of Brunson. Brunson goes it to Anunoby. Anunoby spin moves
Ooh,
out
he's
of bounds.
stripped. Oh, no, he doesn't think he's stripped. He thinks he's grabbing on the hand. He's asking right now. We have an injury. Someone's grabbing their midsection around the stomach area, according to, well, let's see.
Mike Breen.
Yes, that's up to Breen.
Jalen
Oh, yeah.
Brunson holding his stomach.
Yeah, he says he was poked.
Thought he was poked. I don't know.
Well, he's not injured, but he's poked.
Cleveland leaves it. Your thoughts on the first few minutes?
First few minutes, I like the facilitation again from James Harden, passing around. He's, very much hustling. He's trying to play defense as much as he can as a guy that we know is not a defensive person. So, I like that. I like the activity against from Mobley trying to facilitate himself. And, again, like you got Donovan Mitchell just taking control as much as he can of the game, and that's on the Cavs side. As for the Knicks, we really got Jalen, doing his thing, facilitating, being that offensive weapon that he needs to be, trying to be that key on that side. But we have Josh Hart being himself, doing what he does, disrupting, be a physical. We got OG being a little bit of a disruption as well. So OG, that hammy's looking pretty good right now, and I'm waiting to see a little bit more of Catman. A little bit quiet to start, but hopefully we see something there. And again, Bridges is active as well, so that's a good sign that Bridges and OG are active. They need Bridges and OG to be active to have a chance in this game. And then when Catman wants to facilitate himself, I'm sure he will.
6:42 left to play in the first. Cleveland leads it 10-4. Take a look at some of the team stats for you as we try to get situated. Thanks for bearing with us. And thank you for joining us all around the world, wherever you may be.
And we'll be bouncing around looking at comments. I'll do my best to translate the Arabic, the Hebrew, and the Farsi.
The early minutes here, Cleveland shooting 50%. The New York Knicks just 22%. Mitchell 7 points. Wade has 3 rebounds for Cleveland. And how about Wade with 3 assists? For New York, Bridges 2 points, 2 rebounds. Karl-Anthony Towns with 2 assists. Cleveland also leading in the rebounding category 7-3. Fast break points 2-0. Cleveland again up 10-4 with 6:42 left to play in the first. Not what I expected this first few minutes to be, but game one, you got to fill each other out. So it feels like we're filling each other out.
Cleveland came out firing and physical, and that's big for them, really big. And now the question is for the New York Knicks, in my mind, where does this starting lineup go, and how long do they continue to let this ride with OG Anunoby and Bridges? And you might be asking me, are you prejudging right here? Did you just jump in and say, are they going to put up the production? Yeah, actually I am, because we trust Brunson and we trust, Karl-Anthony Towns if you're the New York Knicks. And we're back on now. We're looking at what happened to Brunson. He runs into Harden. Oh, no. And then Wade, this is not where he got hit in the stomach. That's a different play. Disregard that.
We do have a substitution. Merrill entering the game for Evan Mobley.
Sam Merrill, ladies and gentlemen, the 3-point laser.
Okay, Hart inbounds it to Brunson. It's a 14-second shot clock. Shot clock now at 10. Karl-Anthony Towns.
We also have Max Strus in the game. He's on Catman. Can he play defense?
What a block!
Allen. Not in my house.
Right. Harden. Looking. Passing. Strus, corner pocket. Can't get it. Rebounded. Hart passes it to his former roommate, Brunson. Podcast co-host as well.
That's right.
Cleveland just 1 for 4 from three-point range. Brunson.
Great shot from the elbow. Easy work right there. Oh, Dean Wade's so open. Can he make it? No, but Allen with the rebound. Allen. Really trying against Cat.
Can't get it there. Anunoby passes it to Hart. Hart fast. Big move off the glass and in. It's a 2-point game. 10-8. Great job by the Knicks to come out of the timeout.
Exactly. I'm very interested if Merrill and Strus can actually defend Hart.
Harden with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Anobi all over him, trying to find a lane. Does get it off in time, but the shot no good.
We have Dean Wade with the ball now. Passes it out. Sam Merrill, no.
0 for 2 on Merrill and a whistle.
Catman was holding Allen down low. It's going to be a foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Anyone else call him Catman?
Yeah. Look at the spin move by Hart.
Just came right off of James Harden's body to get that layup.
And here's Brunson right here. Well, 2-pointer. 10-8, 5:06 left to play in the first. Jalen Brunson has 4 points, 2 of 4 on the day as Robinson comes in.
And we have McBride as well.
Yep. Schroeder entering the game for Dean Wade on the Cavaliers side.
Still the question, can the guards, other than Donovan Mitchell for Cleveland, defend New York's guards?
Harden with 10 to shoot. Trying to find a line. Passes it to Strus.
With some
Strus
contact,
inside.
Strus passes
Schroeder.
it. Dennis Schroeder for 3, no problem. Points at the floor, I got this.
Cleveland shooting 5 of 14
wow.
on the day, 2 of 7 from downtown, 10 rebounds.
And I'm saying wow because Dennis immediately pressed up on Jalen, and there's some hand checks there before Jalen even had the ball.
Brunson trying to find it. Floater. Can't get it, but a whistle.
Shooter just told the official I was going for the ball. Immediately very physical by Dennis Schroeder.
Jalen Brunson averaging 27.4 playoff or points per game in the playoffs. Makes the first. 13-9, 4:33 left to play in the 13-9 with 4:33 left to play in the first. Take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Wednesday game 2, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Spurs Thunder. Spurs up 1-0. And then, of course, we will be back with you the following day for game 2 of the Cleveland and New York.
Hey, let's do it.
Your thoughts on the upcoming playoff schedule?
Going to be incredible to see the Thunder and the Spurs. That's going to be a game that we need to see Wemby show up, and he will.
Stolen here by Robinson. McBride to Bridges.
With the English!
Off the glass. How about that? And it's a 1-point game.
Spurs got that game against the Thunder, though. If Wemby's going to be the man and Thunder can't figure it out against the Spurs.
Harden has it, 13 to shoot. Just over 4 minutes to play. Strus in the pocket.
Dennis is
Bounce pass,
open.
Schroeder. Can't get it in and out. Rebounded Robinson. Rebounded. Rebounded. Yeah,
Yes, we got Robinson there, yep.
Bridges inside.
Down the lane, takes it on the strong hand. Lefty.
And now the Cavaliers call a timeout. Knicks first lead of the game, 14-13 with 3:46 left to play.
Got some of the old guys, Big O, hanging out there.
But Jalen Brunson just inside, saying, I got this all day. A little kiss at the Garden.
There we go.
(13-14). Knicks lead at 3:46 left to play in the first. We take a look at the team stats. Knicks shooting 40%, 0 for 5 from downtown. They'll want to clean that up.
A little bit rough there.
Yeah. Cavaliers leading on the rebounds, 10-6.
I'm still wondering, what is the rotation going to be like from the New York Knicks? Are we going to see a fair amount of Jordan Clarkson time, or are we going to stick with McBride, Robinson, and then, who else comes in for them? What's the rotation going to be like for Mike Brown's team?
Mitchell has 7 points. Jalen Brunson has 8. As we look at the key matchup, Wade with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Anthony Towns has 2 assists. Bridges has 2 rebounds. 14-13, 3:46 left to play in the first. It is a Cavaliers timeout. 3:46 left to play in the first quarter. Knicks lead at 14-13. Cavaliers call a timeout. Mitchell has 7 points. Wade has 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Brunson 8 points. Bridges has 2 rebounds. Anthony Towns has 2 assists. Both teams tied on the fast break at 2 apiece.
As we're looking at the stats here, I'm pulling up the depth chart as well for the New York Knicks, and I just wonder, are we going to see Jordan Clarkson first and then maybe Landry Shamet after? Is Mike Brown just going to look at, okay, who's making shots? If you're making shots, you get that time. If you're not making shots, I'm not going to go with you, because I don't believe we're going to see Landry Shamet and Jordan Clarkson on the floor at the same time in this series, unless somehow both of them look good at some point in the series and Mike Brown decides I can go with both of them off the bench. If, again, I hate to pick on Bridges and Anunoby again, but if they don't show up offensively, I think Mike Brown has no choice but to try out Landry Shamet and Jordan Clarkson, one over the other at first, and then maybe both of them at the same time afterwards. And here we are. We're back live.
Okay. Homes.com, home corner. Oh, Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, a member of the tribe, Shalom brother. Ben Stiller, another member of the tribe.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. Longtime fan.
Jimmy Fallon and his daughter. And how about Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Fox.
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, a steal
there. And Bridges going to the rim.
Landed on one leg and because he got hit in the mouth, it seems.
Knicks are on an 8-0 run in the last 90 seconds. Schroeder can't get it. Rebounded Robinson, on fire with the rebounds. Brunson from the free throw line sinks it in.
Easy.
Just like that, the Knicks are up by 5. Brunson has 10 points, 4 of 6 on the day. I was going to say Lenny Kravitz going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame later this year.
Big fan.
And out of bounds. Travel. I'm sorry, it was a travel. I thought he was out of bounds. Nonetheless, it's a turnover for Cleveland.
Spike Lee's arguing with someone right now about it.
Bridges.
Alley-oop.
How about that to Robinson? Knicks up by 6. 12-0 run for the Knicks. Mitchell
We have
trying to quiet the building.
Jordan Clarkson on the floor playing defense.
Mitchell.
Merrill still misses, even though Clarkson did not get there in time. They were scrambling. Bridges passes it to no one. Struess, excuse me.
Clarkson
And
almost
Clarkson
stole it,
playing
too.
D.
Struess, 3. No,
Still-
good from 26.
Out of
Another
bounds?
whistle.
No.
Loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul on the Mobley rebound. By the way, we have a fan tuning in that says Ryder sounds exactly like Howard Cosell.
Oh.
Shouts out to Howard.
Thank you. Shouts out to Howard. Yeah. They were.
They were.
They were very,
Legend.
yes.
Man
Howard,
is a living legend.
Howard, one of my idols. Knicks have started 2 for 11 since they've gone 7 for 7. 20-13. 2:10 to play in the first. Struess loses it. Robinson to Clarkson. Clarkson McBride, corner pocket, can't get it. Rebounded. Robinson.
He still has a rebound.
Hart.
Wow, that's great.
Back to Clarkson.
Great hustle
10
by
to shoot.
Robinson.
Trying to get to Brunson. I don't think they will, though. Hart with 1 second on the shot clock.
Oh,
He got it off in
ooh.
time, but it's no good.
Clarkson got away with a big push. I do like Clarkson and McBride together, though, on the floor.
How about another?
Almost a steal. Oh,
And
it's
out
just
of bounds.
ping-ponging everywhere. Very helter-skelter right now.
I'm going to stay with the Cavaliers. 14 on the shot clock. 95 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Eastern Finals, Game 1. Knicks
Cleveland
lead
got to
it
find a way to
20-13.
score.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Toronto was a great defensive team. Obviously, Detroit is an elite defensive
Donovan, is he the man? No, they're still cold. And Hart's just out-rebounding.
Hart to Brunson. Can't get
Oh,
it.
nothing but window.
Clarkson. Off his
Threw it
shoe.
to nobody.
Intercepted by Mobley. Mobley
Pass
passes
intended
it
for
to
Robinson.
Schroeder all alone. Can't get it.
No.
Rebounded Clarkson. 3-point shooting is awful. The Knicks are 0 for 8. The Cavaliers 2 for 12. Under a minute to play in the first. Brunson from 27 can't get it.
Bad miss.
Knicks now
And he did come down awkwardly.
still yet to
left
make a
leg.
three. How about Merrill off the glass and
Driving
one.
for a layup. He doesn't usually do that. Brunson's walking normally, but he did land a little bit awkward on that left leg on the jump shot.
Foul's going to be on Hart, I think.
Yep. Hart got him with the hip.
Yep, right there.
Gotta love Merrill being active and aggressive. That is not usually his move, but he took the initiative just to make that shot and hopefully give the Cavs the spark they need as he makes the three-point play, the old three-point play, to bring the Cavs closer, 16-20.
Had 23 in Game 7 against the Pistons, played 25 minutes. You wouldn't know that, though, looking at him tonight.
Not at all.
Clarkson trying to get a three.
There you go.
Does the first three
He's
for
talking
New
to
York.
fans about it. Or more like maybe the coach of the opposing team. First three of the postseason for Clarkson. Wow.
Yeah. Mitchell spins, can't get it. Rebounded Hart. How great has Hart been?
Hart might go for 20-30 rebounds tonight.
Shot clock turned off. Fans on their feet. Brunson stands on the S of the New York logo. Bounce pass to Hart. Hart gets inside the paint. From the free throw line.
And one.
Wave off the shot.
No.
They're going to wave off the shot. It's going to be a side out with 1.9 seconds left to play in the first. Scott Foster was very, Struce got in before that.
Yeah, he did. Hart said something along the lines of, what the heck? We won't get too colorful on the stream, but now we have Robinson going out. Allen back in as well.
Okay. See who I'm interested to see who inbounds this. Okay, it's going to be Clarkson. Quick touch shoot here.
There we go.
Okay, Clarkson to Brunson. Brunson with
Gotta
the
shoot it.
second. Shoots it from the DraftKings logo. No good from 32. Well, it's been a fun first quarter. How about this?
That it has. Very, very fast pace.
23-16 to close out the first quarter. Brunson's got 10. Mitchell's got 7. We're back to start the second after this.
Marines are made for this. Made for the calling only warriors can answer. Made from an unshakable belief in our nation and the strength that comes from the determination to win together. But you'll have to earn your place in us because you don't join the Marines.
Let's see, what's the song going to be? to play.
As a sports journalist, I'm always checking the latest scores. As for my final score, I keep an eye on that with the Experian app. My days are busy. Sometimes I
So, me and back live, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks lead at 23-16. Brunson has 10 points. Mitchell has 7. Who's been your star of the first quarter?
Jalen Brunson is just a man on fire, coming out there, taking control of the game. I love to see it. And, you know, for Cleveland, they're just really trying to get their shots in. Right now, they're having a hard time getting those passes, and they're also having a hard time just hitting open shots. So you'd hope that they're able to figure that out.
You know, it's crazy. I've been talking about how great Hart has been defensively on the rebounding angle, but Bridges, in his own right, has 3 defensive rebounds of his own.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. You'd like to see it, especially so those guys can stay on the floor. And, you know, of course, we'd like to see the production from the bench when you see McBride coming out there and when you see the others coming out there. Mitchell Robinson is obviously indispensable. But at the end of the day, you want to see that production, especially from McBride, someone who's only really known to be a knockdown shooter. He can do other things, and if he shows up and does those other things, this team has a chance. His team has a chance, the New York Knicks, to pull out a win.
Karl-Anthony Towns leads the Knicks in assists with 2. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mitchell with 7 points, shooting 3 of 6. Mobley with 3 defensive rebounds, and Wade with the 3 assists, playing only 7 minutes. 3 assists in 7 minutes. There's a great
It's good
guy
to
right
see.
there.
Yeah.
It's time for tonight's action.
23-16, the Cavaliers, they started off hot, but the Knicks went on an incredible 12-0 run. How does Cleveland get back into it here in the second quarter?
They got to make those open shots, and I think that's just what Dean Wade said as he's being interviewed right now.
Listen in, Lisa Salters.
Don't forget to tap that screen, everybody. Show the live.
Dennis going to drive. Oh, he stops. He put on the brakes with Hart's defense, and Mobley with the shot.
In
Ooh.
and out.
Little turnaround at the free throw line.
Again, who is with the rebound but Josh Hart? 3. Can't get it from 27.
Nada. Good to see Jose Alvarado on the floor a little bit. I guess they're going to go with him over Landry and have that, you know, control of the ball on the floor, that handling as Mitchell goes in and takes a shot down the lane.
Alvarado with the dribble. Donovan Mitchell, 9 points, 3 rebounds. 23-18, 11 to play in the second quarter. Clarkson inside, thought about a jumper. Will not. Passes it to Alvarado. Alvarado back to Clarkson. Clarkson inside. Passes it to Hart. Hart for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded Towns, but goes out of bounds.
It's going to be really interesting to see the defense on Towns right now because it's Mobley, but then you had Dean Wade coming up on him to play defense. So they're switching off there, and then it's next man up for Karl-Anthony Towns. Who's going to defend him? Oh, wow. Mobley just ran straight into Karl-Anthony Towns and kind of pushed into his throat with his arm. And now Mobley's shooting a 3 because Cat doesn't come in on him. No.
And again, Hart with the rebound. On the floor. Keeps hold of the ball.
Wow. Sturz couldn't do anything there.
Alvarado inside.
Ooh, with contact.
Good 2. No whistle. I thought there was going to be an and 1, but did not get it. 25-18.
Mobley
10 to
coming
play.
up to meet him. They just crash, but Alvarado's holding his hand a little bit.
Mitchell with the back pass. Well,
Mobley.
how about Mobley? 5-point game here. 10 to play in the half.
Great little shot off the window from Mobley.
3 points for Mobley. 3 rebounds. his first field goal, believe it or not, as Towns gets the kiss.
Dean Wade got lost there. He was behind.
27-20. Knicks lead it. Well, Mobley. Clarkson all over him. Passes it to Strew.
And Schroeder's going to keep shooting until he makes that. That's his man.
Rebound Clarkson. Clarkson gives it to Hart. Hart goes inside. Spin move and gets it in.
Over Schroeder.
Mobley drive and Towns, I thought was going to get a block there, but couldn't get it.
Mobley powered it up as beforehand, though. The New York Knicks bench wanted to travel on Mobley. Didn't get it.
Hart gets it in again.
Over Dean Wade. This New York team looks way more physical than Cleveland right now.
Josh Hart, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Schroeder can't get it. Rebounded Towns.
Cleveland looks a little bit out of sorts right now, and this is with Jalen Brunson not on the floor.
Right, Towns for 3. In and out. Rebounded Cleveland. Mitchell. Cleveland shooting 31%, just 2 of 14 from downtown as we have a whistle. Mitchell. Well, McBride gets into Mitchell, his second foul.
We're seeing Ellis get on the floor for Cleveland as well. We hadn't seen him a lot in the previous series.
McBride, 9 minutes, no points, 2 fouls.
Here's Allen again. I'm sure they're putting Keon Ellis in there because they want to see a guy that can make a shot.
17 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell inbounds it. Gives it to Allen. Gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Allen. Allen to Harden. Harden to... Not sure who that was.
Dean Wade for 3. Landry Shamit's on the floor too. There we go. See, we're seeing all of them. Both teams are actually playing into the bench a little bit here. Jose Alvarado, no problem. Little dribble down low and shoots it up with the little lay-in. Push shot, excuse me.
Mitchell. It's 5 to shoot.
Uh-oh, Jose got his hands on the cookie jar.
Got a hand on it,
Still
but can't
saves
get it. Harden passes it to Allen.
Got
Allen
a
loses
little
it.
bit of butter on the hands.
Thought he had an open look 3. Instead, he fumbles the ball. That is the... It's the 6th turnover for the Cavaliers as we get a timeout. Timeout, New York. 33-25 with 7:29 left to play in the second. So Cleveland started off kind of hot, but 6 turnovers, and that's really been the difference.
Absolutely, and I think the physicality of New York has played a testament to the fact that they're able to put Cleveland on their heels and really show this team right now that they got to come in stronger, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And when Cleveland comes in stronger, I think they have a chance. When they play that physical game and are able to make those shots, maybe get to the free throw line a little bit, I think it's going to work better for them. If they're not able to make these threes, they just keep on jacking up threes without having any change there in the score, it's going to be a problem.
Brunson has 10 points. Hart has 5 rebounds, 3 assists. For Cleveland, Mitchell, 9 points, just 4 of 7 on the day. Mobley, 4 defensive rebounds. And how about Wade with 3 assists, playing 11 minutes. 33-25, 7:29 left to play in the second. Looking for substitutions as they come. And so far, looking like both teams are sticking with what they've got. So I like that.
Let them play through it. Let them end that second quarter, go in 3 more minutes, and then we'll probably see some subs from both teams, maybe a little earlier than that. But again, I like the fact that both benches are getting some run. That's very cool to see for both of these teams in game 1 of the series.
They stop working, and the market stops working for everyone else.
This is a
Why do they get to decide when you can?
It's a strange commercial. I don't know what commercials you guys are watching, but this one is kind of strange.
To make the trades.
Got a fan tuning in saying the Knicks need to win this. The last time they won a championship was 1973. Yeah, you would hope home field advantage here would really help them, and I think it is. I think that's a huge, huge, huge push for the New York Knicks to actually take this game, and we'll see how they respond game 3 in Cleveland.
Yes, it's been a long drought for the New York Knicks. A lot of people believe this is the team that can do it. Got to go all the way back to the Walt Clyde Frazier days to
Absolutely, Clyde the Glide.
to see the Knicks win a title. Thought they had it in '94, but Houston and Olajuwon got in the
Hakeem
way.
the Dream.
And of course, last year thought they were going to the finals. Indiana got in the way. Can they do it this time? We shall see. They do lead it though, 33-25. OG Anunoby in for Jose Alvarado.
You called out our restaurant service and mistakes. Oh, and this guy.
Donovan Mitchell gonna step out.
No, I'm Tom, the president. So we fired the king and crowned you.
Jalen Brunson entering the game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Offer at a time. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
Back here in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, Kenny Atkinson, his 6th season as an NBA head coach, first conference finals appearance as a head coach, 2022 NBA champion with Golden State.
He said it was like an army barracks. They all play sports.
Golden State still going with Steve Kerr.
Well,
You had to get up early to find the socks with no holes.
Sam Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell Robinson also on the floor, of course, because Catman is out.
Cavaliers have won 8 playoff games. Got to go all the way back to the LeBron era to match that.
Names of everybody.
Said my poor mother, having to deal with
8 kids, all boys. There was about a 16-year difference between the oldest and the youngest, and he was the second youngest.
7:13 to play. 33-25. New York Knicks lead it.
I was also an assistant coach.
Brunson inbounds at 13 on the shot clock. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson back passes to Brunson.
Allen going in.
Jarrett Allen all over him.
Back out to Brunson.
Brunson tried it but couldn't get it out of bounds.
Good matchup personnel-wise for both teams as well. It's going to be very interesting to see the guard play if they're able to make those shots and see how the centers are able to show up down low.
It's
So
gonna-
far, nothing from Allen just yet and Robinson just yet other than a couple rebounds.
It's going to stay with New York. They have 2.8 to shoot. They've shot just 1 for 13 from downtown. Brunson with a second and a half. Brunson's got to get it off. I don't think he did. He did not. 24-second shot clock violation.
Knicks now with 4 turnovers.
4th turnover for the Knicks. Cleveland has 6.
3 for 15 for the Cavs.
Harden has it.
5 free throw attempts between the
Inside. Floater. Gets it.
Easy peasy.
Robinson inbounds it. Gives it to Brunson. Brunson takes it. Passes half court with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Harden has 4 points, 2 rebounds. As Brunson gets the ball back. Went to the corner, then back to the logo. Brunson now in the paint. Gives it to Anunoby. Can't get it. And
Thought his airspace was taken out from under him, lost his legs. Meanwhile, we got Jay Rich on the national broadcast saying James Harden has to take these shots more often as he goes in for the little floater.
but that floater to me is going to freeze the backside.
33-27.
Big
Brunson
steal.
with the steal. And in the easy layup. 35-27. 6:10 to play on the second. 7th turnover for the Cavaliers. It's been 8 points off those turnovers for the Knicks.
Ellis passes it out. Oh, gets it back. Oh, he got way stopped right there by Brunson. Just puts the arms up, and Ellis couldn't do anything as he tried to cut to the rim on the pass from Allen.
This is the steal by Brunson.
Shouts out to the fan for correcting me about Walt Frazier. I accidentally mixed him up with Clyde Drexler. Whoopsies. Sorry.
I'll keep you honest.
Yeah, shouts out to the fans for keeping us honest. Please feel free.
Yes. Shamit.
Took a little bit of an awkward fall, but he's okay.
Anybody excited about the new Star Wars?
I'm excited about Star Wars.
It is on the court. Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. Obi Anobi in the corner. What a three! His first points of the game. And I think the rest, we talk about the 10-day rest, you get him back.
Huge.
And a foul there.
And we do
Robinson
see that
gets
flow
the
from the
foul.
New York Knicks. They are looking like a connected team.
Cheers, everybody.
Salud. Nastrovia. L'chaim, all the words.
It's a great shot by Anunoby.
Did not mind Dean Wade flying at him, did OG Anunoby. Just knocks it down.
Ellis with the free throw. Makes the first. Take a look at DraftKings. Donovan Mitchell, playoffs, averaging 25.6 points per game. He's got 9 tonight. Brunson averaging 27.4 points per game. Tonight, he's got 12. So Ellis makes them both, 38-29. Knicks lead at 5:10 to play. Cleveland 4 for 5 from the line. Hope you stick around for the Hardwood Report at the half. First game highlights plus an update about what is going on in Dallas.
Yeah.
And a preview of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Hardwood Report at the half. Coming your way in about 5 minutes from now. New York leads at 38-29. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Harden driving.
Boom.
How about that?
All laces.
Great job there. Sam Merrill for 3. Harden with the assist. Jalen Brunson tries to answer back. It's no good. Rebounded Harden. Harden for 3. Check mark. And it's a 3-point game with 4:25 to play. The Cavaliers are on an 8-0 run in the last minute, and the Knicks call timeout.
We have a fan tuning in as well. They're saying that the Cleveland Cavaliers hold the biggest payroll in the NBA at approximately $228.6 million, driven by massive extensions for stars like Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. So there are big expectations there, and that's absolutely right. You know, Evan Mobley can be a very key player to this team when he's playing defense and making shots, especially making shots. The offensive production from Evan Mobley is absolutely huge. So shouts out to our fan for that little tidbit there.
Okay, we're in a timeout. Knicks call timeout. It's a full timeout. 38-35 as the Cavaliers go on a great 8-0 run coming out of the last timeout. 4:25 left to play in the half. Take a look at our leading scores. Brunson with 12, Hart with 5 rebounds and 3 assists, Mitchell with 9, Mobley with 4 rebounds, and Wade with 3 assists. That might not have updated.
When business slowed, Hank decided to
Well, 3-point shooting, though, has still been the sad factor for both teams. The Cavaliers just shooting 29%. The Knicks even worse at 13. 2 for 16. Not what you want if you expect to go deep into the series.
Exactly. Both teams are they have to fight, this horrible shooting and get their mojo back or whatever it is so they're able to score. And at the same time, both teams are trying to play the hardest defense they can possibly muster. So as long as both teams are able to keep up that intensity on defense, it can fuel them to actually produce on the offensive end. At least that's how it should be. Your defense should be able to trigger your offense.
Knicks lead points in the paint 26-14. As we look at the substitution, still on a timeout. 4:25 left to play in the half. 38-35. Who is this? Oh, Asia Wilson. You watch the W? You follow the W at all?
Not really, honestly. I follow the Caitlin Clark stuff sometimes, so shouts out Caitlin Clark,
Go Fever.
Grand Marshal this year.
Grand Marshal for the Indianapolis 500
That's right.
on
That's
Sunday.
your guys' neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Locals, huh?
Yeah.
You can still feel the sweat on every play. Take money lines on teams. Pick from tons of player props.
Okay, whoever's listening, there's a wrestler from the WWE. He's got a cape on. He's got black and white makeup, and he carries teeth. Okay. Anyway, he cursed Stephen A. Smith, and he cursed the New York Knicks. Well, the Knicks curse has been lifted. The Knicks curse has been lifted by this wrestler, and since he's lifted the curse, they are 6-0.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm texting some wrestling fans now to figure out who that guy is.
Karl Anthony Towns is in the game for Mitchell Robinson. He was on NBA Today today. Take a look at the three-pointing woes for the Cavaliers. 2 for 12 in the first. A little better in the second quarter. 3 for 5. As Hart inside. Double team. Gives it back to Brunson.
I wonder if it ain't the nephew of Eddie Guerrero.
Maybe.
His wrestling
Merrill.
persona or whatever is
To Wade. Can't get it from 23. Allen with the rebound. Gives it to Harden. And a whistle there. Third team foul for Cleveland. Oh, excuse me. Third team foul on the Knicks. Brunson picks up his first.
Jarrett Allen is one of those guys it's impossible not to root for. One of the ultimate pros in the league. We've said this before. Throw out all the cliches in terms of who he is.
38-35. 3:40 left to play in the second quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Allen standing on the K. Gives it back to Harden. Harden double team. Gives it back to Allen. Allen inside and a
by
foul.
Anunoby. What are you talking about, Mr. Breen? The cliches of Jared Allen. I'm curious about what that means. Not a jab. I'm just so curious.
I don't know of any cliches.
Maybe he's talking about the fact that he's
Game 7
Mr.
Allen. Game 7 Allen.
There we go.
You had game 6 Trey or
Yep.
Yeah. Now game 7 Allen.
I didn't know if it was the cliche of this guy looking like he's from the 80s, if it was the way he looked, or
Yeah.
now we know.
Game 7 Allen. I've heard that a time or two in the X world. He makes the second. 38-37.
It is Dan Housen, the wrestling fan, has let us know. Shouts out to Dakota from the band Blunt Splitter, based out of the Res in Verona, California.
Cavaliers on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. 1-point game. Hart inside. Gets the kiss again. 40-37. 3:08 to play. Harden. Looks. Finds Allen. Allen inside. Can't get it. Rebounded Towns. And a foul on Merrill. Mobley entering the game for Merrill. Western Conference Finals, Game 2. Spurs at the Thunder, Wednesday, 30 p.m. Eastern. Our friends at NBC and Peacock have it. Mike Chirico, Reggie Miller, and how about Jamal Crawford?
Shouts out Washington State, Seattle. And if y'all are interested in wrestling, we might have our wrestling guy, our Connect Bailey, come on to talk about the thing that went on between Danhausen and Stephen A. Smith.
I'm interested because when you're cursing people and cursing teams, and he was on the NBA Today and he said that the Knicks curse has been lifted. Of course, since they've lifted it, the Knicks have gone 6-0, but Stephen A. Smith is still cursed.
Facts, according to him, Mr. Danhausen.
Who's the wrestler again?
Danhausen, or Hausen. I think it's pronounced Hausen.
Harden loses the ball. Towns. Thought about a shot. Can't get it. Bridges gets the room and gets the 2. 2 to play. Bridges has 8 points. Foul here. Oh, well. Mitchell gets the 3. I thought it was a no. I thought they were going to wave it off, but the shot will count. So Allen gets the assist. Mitchell gets the 3. And how about a 4-point play here, maybe?
There we go. By the way, our Connect just told us, our wrestling fan, it's actually Forged Earth that they have their project under now. So check out Forged Earth on Apple Music. You can find Forged Earth, and the album is called Primeval. Okay. Forged Earth Primeval.
It's a 4-point play for the Cavaliers as Mitchell makes the free throw. 13 points for him, 2 for 4 from downtown, 5 of 8 on the day. Towns.
Oh, Towns just bounces off of Mitchell.
Hart triple teamed. Leaves room for Bridges.
Oh, Brunson missed everything. It was a leaning, flying 3, flying into it on the 3-point side, left hand, just missed everything. He's not happy with himself. He's got choice words.
That was, yeah.
Harden wants a review. He says something happened. Wow.
Not going to get one. 10th turnover for the Cavaliers. Bridges inside. Can't get it.
Taken back by Hart. Hart throws it up with a foul.
Jared Allen with the foul. So Josh Hart going to the line. Look at that. Triple teamed Harden. Passes it. Just a little overthrown.
Fans are telling me right now, why is this game almost as exciting as the Thunder and the Spurs game?
It's been a great game.
I'm happy with it.
Makes the first free throw.
I'm not walking out of the building anytime soon. It's been a good game.
9 points for Hart, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Makes them both. 3-point game. 1:25 left to play in the second quarter. Donovan Mitchell crosses half court with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Cleveland just 4 of 7 from downtown this quarter. Strus inside. Passes it to Mobley. Mobley back for Strus. Strus for 3. Gets it in, and we're tied at 44.
Strus had to reset to take that, and he made it very well. Oh, he just got checked by Hart. He's okay. Little crash.
First points of the game for Strus.
Hart's totally open, but gets pulled down and no call.
Okay, not going to get a whistle. Anunoby with 4 seconds. Gets it from 25. Step back, no good. Rebounded Mobley.
A little bit of an awkward scenario there.
And a foul on Hart. Jaron Allen going to the line.
He got hit somewhere. He's squinting. He says, I'm fine. Might have taken it in the face or something.
Jared Allen, 2 points, 0 for 3. All his points coming from the line. He does have 3 rebounds, though. Misses the first.
These teams don't need to depend on that. They have so much interior presence.
Coming up next, Hardwood report at the half. First half analysis plus the developing story of Jason Kidd, no longer with the Dallas Mavericks, and of course a preview of Game 2's Western Conference Finals. Allen makes the second. Cavaliers up 45-44. This is their first lead since 13-12. They were down 11 at one point. 24 seconds here in the half. Shot clock at 13. Brunson has the ball. Brunson gets inside. Brunson shoots and scores.
With the contact.
No shot clock now. No fouls to give for the Knicks. Thank you, Breen. How about Mobley? Back to Mitchell. Can he get it? Oh! What a three!
Uh-oh, did it? Oh, got it!
Steal! Got it off. Good if it goes. It does not.
I thought the Bridges was going to get a clean layup right there, and then Mitchell just jumps in and says, nope.
How about Cleveland? 48-46. The Knicks just 2 for 19 from downtown.
What a game.
Yeah, it does have remnants of last night's lore.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, the Hardwood report at the half. We will step aside, though, for a minute, catch our breath, and then get you ready for the second half. Hardwood report at the half coming your way in about a minute from now.
When it was time to add my son to our car.
Halftime here in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Ryder Bullock alongside with Benji Zion. Getting you ready for the second half. Hardwood report at the half, though, coming your way right now. Through 2 quarters in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, it's been exactly what we expected. Physical, emotional, and tight. At halftime, the Cavaliers lead the Knicks 48-46. And for Cleveland, this has been about surviving early pressure and then finding their offensive rhythm late in the second quarter. New York came out looking like the fresher team. Jalen Brunson was aggressive from the jump, getting downhill, attacking the mid-range, and controlling tempo. Karl Anthony Towns gave the Knicks a major interior edge early, helping New York dominate the paint. That's been one of the biggest first half stories for me. The Knicks with 32 points in the paint compared to just 14 for Cleveland. When New York has been able to get inside, they've looked strong and in control, but Cleveland didn't panic. Donovan Mitchell has looked every bit like the superstar built for this stage, and oh yeah, he's playing in his hometown. 16 first half points, efficient basketball, 6 for 9 shooting, and perhaps most importantly, he settled the Cavaliers down every time New York threatened to create separation. Whether attacking off the dribble or knocking down perimeter shots, Mitchell has been the stabilizer. And then there's the biggest contrast in this game, the three-point line. Cleveland has completely flipped this game because of outside shooting. The Cavaliers are 8 for 21 from deep, shooting 38%, while New York has been ice cold, just 2 for 19 from three-point range, only 11%. That's the reason this isn't a comfortable Knicks lead, despite New York shooting better overall from the floor at 47%. Evan Mobley has been quietly impacted on the glass, especially defensively, and helping limit second chance opportunities. Dean Wade has also given Cleveland valuable minutes, smart ball movement, steady defense, and no turnovers in 16 minutes. For New York, Brunson has 14, but they're still searching for consistency from the perimeter. Josh Hart has done his usual work rebounding and bringing energy, but if this team wants to regain control, someone alongside Brunson and Towns has to stretch the floor. Now here's something worth watching. Cleveland has 11 turnovers already compared to just 8 for New York. That's kept the Knicks within striking distance. If the Cavaliers clean that up, they may create separation. If not, Madison Square Garden can swing this quickly. So, what happens in the second half?
You got to hope they're able to clean it up, the Cleveland Cavaliers. When I say clean it up, I'm talking about the three-point shooting. If they can start making some threes, this turns into a completely different ball game, because we already saw the way they're able to get back. The Cleveland Cavaliers got physical, they drove the lane, they got fouled, things started to change for them. The New York Knicks, though, if they want to hold on to the lead, continue the defensive pressure, that's the best thing you can do right now. And both teams, I hope they can limit the turnovers, because there were some helter-skelter parts for both teams where they were not able to get the passes out correctly. If they're able to figure out how to get those passes in without turning it over, there's a chance. And again, back to my key focus, both teams, if they're able to be on the offensive rebounds, that's another way to make sure that you're able to have those second chance points.
Can Cleveland keep winning the outside battle and ride Mitchell's shot making?
We'll see. We'll see. I think that Cleveland has a chance, but at the end of the day, again, when you have James Harden facilitating as he is and playing pretty well, it gives them a huge boost. It doesn't just mean that we have to totally rely on Donovan Mitchell to be Superman.
So, second half coming your way at the break from the Garden. Cavaliers up by 2. How does New York finally find rhythm from deep?
I think they just got to trust each other. They got to trust themselves that they're able to make those shots. They got to be confident in their game right now as we speak. And if they're not confident in their game, they can't feel like, they can rely on each other. It's going to turn into the Jalen Brunson show where he has to completely take over. So we'll see what happens from there.
Okay. Take a look at what's going on around the NBA. A major shakeup in the Western Conference. The Dallas Mavericks have moved on from head coach Jason Kidd after 4 seasons, ending a tenure that included a deep playoff run, big roster transitions, and the pressure of managing one of the NBA's most scrutinized franchises. Kidd reportedly had significant time and money remaining on his contract, making this a notable organizational decision by ownership and leadership. So now the focus shifts to what's next for Dallas, and I guess your guess is probably as good as mine.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have a friend that does know Kyrie Irving on a personal level. I did text him. He said, I'm going to get back to you. Haven't got back to me yet, but that's all good. I'll just give my opinion on this matter. Personally, Do I think that Kyrie Irving would have a hand in this coaching change when you have 4 years left, allegedly, and time on the table? I believe it's 4 years. Money on the table as well.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Hundreds of millions. So I would actually lean towards yes, that Kyrie Irving did have a hand in this. I think he's really the only guy on the team where the management would say, okay, we got to get rid of Jason Kidd because he won't go well with Kyrie Irving for some reason. And I'm not trying to be, the guy blaming Kyrie Irving, making him the villain here, because I do like Jason Kidd, but, I think that's who they do it for. The team doesn't go to Cooper Flagg and say, hey, are you done with Jason Kidd? Do you want to get rid of them? At least in my opinion. Unless something severe happened where Cooper Flagg said, I can't work with this guy. But I don't really see that in Cooper Flagg's character necessarily.
No,
see it
I don't
more
either.
in Kyrie's character.
Okay. More on this as it develops. Again, breaking news. ESPN's Shams Charania breaking it for us. Thank you again. Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals tomorrow night in Oklahoma City. San Antonio Spurs carry a 1-0 series lead into a road matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder tomorrow night. San Antonio stole Game 1 in overtime, 122-115, behind a dominant 41-point performance from Victor Wembanyama, showing why he continues to be the biggest matchup problem in this series. Even without De'Aaron Fox, the Spurs continue to play efficient two-way basketball, averaging nearly 120 points per game. Oklahoma City, however, remains dangerous, led by two-time MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder finished with the West's best record and have been one of the league's best defensive teams, allowing just 107.9 points per game in Game 1. How about veteran Alex Caruso stepping up big time for the Thunder with 31 points? How does Caruso slow down Victor Wembanyama tomorrow night?
Well, Caruso actually made Victor Wembanyama think twice. We saw that where Caruso actually played defense and Victor Wembanyama had to pass it out. It's crazy. We know that Caruso's not a 7-footer, but Caruso's just so smart that he's able to get in those passing lanes. He's able to stand in the right spot defensively to make sure that Victor Wembanyama and the others have to think twice. So if he continues to be that guy, if Caruso can be him, okay, we're going to have a problem with the Spurs here. Well, I should say the Spurs are going to have a problem. They need to really figure out how to get Caruso out of his game. If they can do that, they have a big chance there. But again, if Hartenstein comes back as plays, like a man, strong defensive guy there. Same with J. Will. And, maybe we can get something a little bit more from Chet Holmgren. This can be a very dangerous, defensive Oklahoma City Thunder team.
Okay. Take a look at the injury watch. The Thunder's Thomas Schreiber out with a knee injury. David Jones-Garcia out with the ankle for the Spurs. And no De'Aaron Fox still out with that ankle injury. San Antonio has momentum and the best player in the series right now in Victor Wembanyama. But Oklahoma City's home crowd and defensive pressure make Game 2 feel close to must-win territory for the Thunder. Cavs lead it 48-46. How about the hometown kid, Mitchell, 16 points. He thought he was at the club, and they can't hold him either. 16 points for him. Mobley's got 5 rebounds. Wade has 3 assists. Cavs up by 2. Third quarter coming your way after this. second half getting here for the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Surprisingly, the Cavs are up by 2. How do they keep the momentum?
Gotta trust Donovan Mitchell and James Harden to keep doing their thing. And from there on out, you know, you got Evan Mobley, the guy that's been a glue factor for them. But really, you need a little bit more, for sure, from Allen. Jarrett Allen has got to be a man down low on the offensive side, too. He's played good defense, but we need to see a little bit more offensively.
Okay. It's good to Lisa. Okay. Got to shoot the ball. Got to shoot the ball better.
That you do. Wow. Wow, Mitchell just dove right over the man and takes it for a layup. Wow. And Josh Hart is hurt.
Josh Hart down. He's limping.
He's got his hand on his nose.
That court is unforgiving. Bounce pass to Towns and a whistle.
Hart is still hurt. He's bending over. He still's got the ball in his hand, checking his nose.
It's a loose ball turnover.
Mitchell looked like Spida right there,
Yeah,
for
he
sure. Shouts out Jay Rich.
11:08 to play here in the third quarter. Towns misses it.
Can't
from 26.
make it wide open. Oh, redo. Yep.
Hey,
go.
second time's the charm. 1 point game now. But the Knicks 3 for 22 from downtown.
Ooh.
Harden.
It's still looking abysmal for Cleveland, too.
Yeah, Cleveland not much better. Just 35% there.
Yeah, not great.
Anthony Towns. 5 points for him. 1 for 5 from downtown. Hard goes down hard.
Now he's going to be mad. It's just a hard foul. A little pushing.
We got pushing, shoving.
Yeah.
Hart went down hard.
I don't think there's anything flagrant there. But, again, you know, it's just a hard foul, and Hart's mad because now he's got hurt a little bit twice. Yeah, he got him hard.
I don't know. There was a little bit of wind-up there.
There was some wind-up. Yeah, it's on the ball, though, even though he gets him in the arms. But ooh, that could go either way now that I'm seeing this angle.
I think they're going to look at it.
Oh, boy.
The foul is on Jarrett Allen.
And you see the way he pulled into him across the chest?
Yeah. This is our Secaucus telling us what's going on here. So, yeah, kind of raked him. And then, yeah, this could go either way.
I think they're going to look at it.
I don't think they're going to make it flagrant, in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't think so at first either.
Good. So I think it's right here, right? Or what's this? Okay. Timeout, Cavaliers. 50-49. Cavaliers lead it. We have a foul on Jarrett Allen. Josh Hart went down. Referees are looking at it.
your doctor right away if you have worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stuff.
Mitchell has 18 points. He leads all scorers. Brunson 14. Josh Hart with 5 rebounds, same as Mobley. Towns,
Josh Hart.
Towns leading the assist battle with Wade, 4-3.
Hey, thanks for the hearts, guys.
For those of you just joining us, Cavaliers-Knicks, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. 10:27 left to play in the third. Cavaliers call timeout. I thought we were reviewing a foul on Josh Hart. That appears to be the case, as we are just in the opening moments of the second half. Game 1. We said in the pregame we were hoping that this game would be half as good as the game last night. So far, it's lived up to the hype.
I'm happy with it. I know that some people may come in and say, there's not really a real flow. It's a little bit helter-skelter. We're just relying on a couple guys here. This is not team basketball. Well, say what you like. I think it's a super entertaining game. And, both teams, again, can limit those turnovers and kind of integrate the other guys. If they're scoring, then I think you're going to call it team basketball.
So it was a review, but it was not to review whether or not it was a flagrant foul. It was a coach's challenge. So Cleveland coach's challenge there, and we are waiting for that word here. Scott Foster at the microphone. Let's listen in.
Welcome back, NBA playoffs presented by Google. A successful challenge.
It's a successful challenge by the Cavaliers. So the foul on Allen before the foul on Hart.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
we didn't catch that.
No, it was a successful challenge.
Great officiating.
Yeah. So it'll be Cole Anthony Towns' second foul.
OG Anunoby with the steal. Pass intended not for him, of course.
No. Brunson gets inside, passes it to Hart. That's back pass here to Anunoby. Mitchell takes it. We're going the other way. Out of bounds.
Mobley had a little bit lost there due to Anunoby's pressure on the ball. It's last on Anunoby. Cavs ball. Or is it? Yeah, it is.
Yep. Harden. Mobley.
Uh-oh, what happened there? Just lost his feet, Mobley.
Passes it to Mitchell. 5 on the shot clock.
Mobley, can you make a three?
Mobley
Corner.
gets it in. How about that three? With
Doing
the
it for
assist
San
by
Diego.
Simmons for becoming my first fan club member.
Appreciate you. Shouts out to the fan club.
Yes.
On TikTok over there.
Bridges. Passes it to Towns. How about Towns off the
all the way
glass?
through Mobley. He's stuck in the camera area. He's coming out.
2-point game. Cavs lead it.
Dean Wade in the same corner as Mobley.
Wade from 23. Mobley with another assist.
Got to see those big guys, Mobley and Dean Wade, hitting shots over a smaller guy. Cat wanted it. Bridge gave it to him. Cat on... Oh, Dirk Nowitzki. No. He thought he got pushed by Spida.
Harden has it going the other way. Jared Allen gets the rebound.
Ooh.
Mobley with that rebound. Mobley.
Oh, he wanted the
can't
foul,
get it.
but Allen got it.
with the rebound and a whistle. Be foul on Brunson.
Cleveland looks very hungry right now. Not that the New York Knicks don't, but Cleveland looks very hungry.
There have not been very many free throws, no.
On the offensive glass, tandem offensive rebounding.
Cavs shooting just their 11th free throw as that one's no good. Well, visit NBA.com/playoffs for everything you need to know about the playoffs. Can't get to a computer? Download the app today.
What's been the difference besides missing all those three?
59-51. Cavaliers lead it 59-51. You said the Cavaliers look hungry as Allen makes that second free throw there.
Good looking stroke.
Are they have not, you know what has not has, we get the steal by Mitchell here.
Lays it in easy.
Gets it in. And how about the largest lead for the Cavaliers, up by 8. They have stopped the New York Knicks' run that we've seen in the first half.
Absolutely.
Runs into Hart for 3. Gets it in. How about that? 13 points for Hart, his first 3 of the day.
Little Allen to Wade back and forth, but Allen
Back
gets it
to
back out
Mitchell.
to Spida. He tries to drive
Inside.
in. Ooh.
Towns
He's just
went
zeroing
left.
around everyone.
Towns went left and Mitchell seen it and went right and got the 2.
Wow,
And how
Hart just
about-
tried to take it all on his own, but got roofed by Mobley. He's going to go coast to coast maybe. No, pass it to Harden. Down back to Mobley. Mouse in the house, lays it in. Cleveland's connected right now. They know exactly what they're doing, and now New York's having a problem with it.
Timeout Knicks, 63-54. Cleveland trying to steal home court.
Thomas Bryant telling Allen that a boy.
7:08 to play in the third. The New York native.
Please remind me why we saw Thomas Bryant in the last series. I forgot why he was in the rotation. I think Dean Wade was sick.
That sounds
Was he
right.
have a
That
cold or
sounds
something?
right.
Yeah.
Mitchell with 22. Talk about the homecoming for Evan Mobley. Played, of course. I'm sorry, not Evan Mobley. Talked about the homecoming for Donovan Mitchell.
There we go. Evan Mobley's our Southside San Diego guy. South Bay, what's up?
Drafted in the first round of the 2017 NBA draft by the Utah Jazz from Elmsford, New York. Not familiar with Elmsford, New York.
Long Island, right?
Winchester,
No, Winchester.
County.
Okay.
Roughly 1 square mile. The village is fully contained within the borders of the town of Greenberg. Okay.
Might have to pop out there and pay homage one day.
Just
It just looks like Long Island. Just outside.
Just outside.
I've heard people refer to it as Long Island, coming through there at the airport train. Believe the zoo is over there as well.
Yeah.
I'm a zoo geek, so if anybody likes zoos around the world, let me know. I go to zoos all over the world. Portugal, Israel, Turkey. Where else have I been to zoos around the world? I've been to a lot of zoos, I'll tell you that.
Evan Mobley, of course, from San Diego, California, played high school ball at Rancho Christian School right here in Temecula.
Yeah?
Before getting the call by USC, drafted in the first round of the 2021 draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shout out.
Still wearing his USC colors, by the way.
Right.
Is it technically the same colors?
Yeah, I think
Basically-ish,
so.
you know?
I think so.
Burgundy and yellow.
So we got the New York kid and we got the California kid.
That we do.
Leading the stat sheet for the Cavaliers. And for the Knicks, the Villanova duo, Brunson and Hart. And, of course, Karl Anthony Towns. And what a great addition a couple years ago by the Knicks to get Karl Anthony Towns. A trade
Huge.
nobody's seen coming, but yet so much impact.
Blockbuster deals, baby. We love to see it.
Thanks for all the taps and
Well, hope you have enjoyed this because, well, if you're not, you're stuck with us because be with you throughout the Eastern Conference Finals and throughout the NBA Finals. Thank you again, Benjamin,
Appreciate
for spending your day with us and looking forward to spending the rest of the playoffs with you.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Okay, take a look at Zevo's Star Watch. Scoring tonight, Mitchell with 22, James Harden has 7, Brunson with 14, Karl Anthony Towns with 7. Who do you need more of right now if you're New York?
Karl Anthony Towns, absolutely. But hey, if you're going to see other production from Hart, because he can score, he wants to right now, and then Anunoby and Bridges, that's huge. But Anunoby and Bridges should be scoring more than Josh Hart. Although we've seen a role reversal where now Hart is just that hungry guy who wants to score. He just made a 3 like it was nothing. Of course, it was after the whistle sounded. But Hart knows he can score now, and he's looking to score rather than only pass and play defense.
Donovan Mitchell, career high 22 points. Career high 6 steals, 22 points for him on the day. Towns to Brunson. Harden all over him, the Arizona State grad.
Lefty
Brunson.
on lefty. Mobley and Allen both grabbed it. Passes it out. James Harden all the way to Spida at the top of the key. Spida goes downhill, but lost it. And
Got a whistle there. Be a foul on...
oh, it's offensive foul on Spida. I kind of thought they could have played through that, but the ref did not like him doing his move where he loops the ball over into. See, he tried to loop it into Brunson and then Bridges, and then grabs him.
Max Strus entering the game for Evan Mobley. Sam Merrill entering the game for Donovan Mitchell. Brunson has it, passes it to Towns. Towns gives it back to Brunson. Brunson gets inside the paint, jumper no good. Rebounded Wade.
Couldn't see over the big man.
Gives it to Harden. Harden advances it to half court. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul on
Big grimace from Harden.
Karl Anthony Towns. A kick ball.
Yep. Harden bends over. I'm not sure what the big grimace is for, whether it was a mistake in the play or something else there.
Harden with the rebound, or Harden with the inbound, gives it to Strus. Strus for 3. Can't get it from 28. Staying with the Cavaliers is a great rebound by Allen. Ball rose on the floor. Strus thought he had it, but now it's in the hands of Anunoby. Anunoby passes it to Bridges. Bridges gets it in.
Bridges is yelling screen, trying to set up the defense. Don't matter. It's set.
5 of 7 for Bridges tonight. Allen to Merrill, wide open.
Merrill for 3, and he
Fouled
hits it. Just a little
10-point
redirection.
game.
Sam Merrill shuffles the feet. 1-2, boom.
Hart thought about a layup.
Doesn't want to go against Allen. Would rather have Cat do it. Good pass there.
8-point game, 66-58.
That's 9 points for Cat, I believe.
About Strus from 26, can't get it.
Oh, Hart just hit his face on the floor.
Harden had an open look,
Maybe
can't
more
get it.
chest.
Body's going everywhere.
Yep.
It'll be a loose ball foul on Jalen Brunson.
McBride looks like he's about to check in.
McGarden starting to chant, refs, you suck. Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Hart did faceplant there. This is why I call him Mr. Scrappy, because he is either on the ground doing somersaults, bleeding, all kinds of stuff here. Strus going to inbound it for the Cavaliers. Brunson, 26 minutes, 14 points, 3 fouls.
Want to ask the 90s NBA players, could Hart play in the 90s? I think he could.
Absolutely. So Brunson has 3 fouls. Does that concern you for the Knicks?
I think he'll be able to manage, but if we get to a 4th foul before the 3rd is over, then we have an issue.
Jared Allen, 6 points, 5 rebounds, a whistle there.
Strus with the foul.
Be 2 shots for Jalen Brunson.
I do like that Max is still trying to engage himself on the offensive end. He's upset that he's not making these shots that he believes he can make and that he knows he can make.
How about this by Allen?
Great eyes by Schroeder just to pass it behind as it looks like he's trying to take a layup on Mitchell Robinson. Free throw is not made, though, by Brunson.
No, free throw woes continuing for New York.
Looking like LeBron James are at the line, 1 for 1 rather than making 2. Sorry, LeBron, it's true.
Jalen Brunson, 14 points.
Put in the chat where everybody's from watching.
Sixth free throw attempt by the Knicks.
Makes the second. So, 9-point game. Knicks 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
James Harden, 7 points, 3 assists, 4 turnovers.
Dennis in open space. He's got the
Schroeder.
ball. I love
Allen
that.
gets it in. How about that?
Dennis just jumps into the body of Robinson to move him out of the play a bit so there can be an easy layup for the center. What a tough guy. And that's Dennis Schroeder. Tougher than he looks. Or maybe he's as tough as he looks.
Brunson can't get it. Robinson thought he had a rebound, but it will be out of bounds before he can get there.
It's an 11-point game right now, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to run right now, the New York Knicks, with McBride and with Clarkson for that extra shooting. We'll see if it is able to pan out for them as they still have Bridges on the floor, one of the key shooters with Brunson here and Mitchell Robinson down low.
You said it was an 11-point game. Surprisingly, both teams shooting 46% as Merrill can't get the three.
Very surprising.
Harden inside, off the glass and in.
Ooh, now it's time for New York to really pick it up or things are going to get worrisome here.
Whistle there, foul. James Harden with the personal foul.
And I agree,
His
right?
third.
I agree with Jay Rich right now. He's saying, we know you want to get it out of James Harden's hands, but he's not doing a whole lot right now. So it's like the New York Knicks are over-focusing right now on Harden.
Absolutely. It's like he parted the seas right there.
Yeah. Shouts out to Moshe Rabbeinu. Great guy. Moses. Musa.
Bridges
Boom.
makes it there.
Kind of grabbed his leg when he fell down. I'm wondering what that is, if like the leg sleeve got a little bit messed up there, or if he felt something.
11 points for Mikal Bridges, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. The third trio of the Villanova run.
We said earlier that Larry Nance is a game-time decision. I actually just saw him clearly on the bench. It says he has an illness, so probably just a little cold there. But he's in sweats, so he could play.
Okay. Mitchell with the spin move.
How did he get that pass to Mobley, and how did Mobley make the layup?
I have
It was
no idea.
congested.
Let's say Knicks need something.
The lid is a little bit corked right now for the New York Knicks. I believe that's 3 fouls now on Strus. Is that 3 right now? We're about to see.
That's what I've got. Look at this. Here's Mitchell with the spin move over the head of Brunson, and then Mobley right there. Brunson shooting free throws. Makes that one.
Still don't know how many fouls that is right now on Strus.
Game, you can probably on the team thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to find personal fouls. Game 2 scheduled for Thursday here at the Garden. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Hardwood report 30 minutes before tip-off.
Whatever the case, Strus is still on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you would say ESPN.com. Please tell us the foul the fouls. I've been complaining about that
Absolutely.
all season long.
Refs just stopped play after a quick three from Sam Merrill.
Great assist by Shorter.
Dennis wants an explanation.
Shorter with the personal foul. Here it is.
He says, I don't understand. What did I do?
Oh, that ain't the foul either.
It's a great shot.
Great
Sam
shot
Merrill
by
taking
Merrill,
the
though.
pass, difficult pass, and shooting it over Robinson. But now Robinson is here on the free throw line. Let's see if he can make both. Oh,
Did
God.
not.
Very weird release and very weird kind of checking the ball, spinning it.
Yeah. So, okay.
Jay Rich misses Legler a lot.
Well,
Apparently, they're having
Richard
a
Jefferson. We
moment.
missed Richard Jefferson. He's back.
Yep.
Out with an illness. Now he's back. Mike Breen, Tim Legler, Richard Jefferson doing a superb job as they have all season long. Dave Pash and Doris Burke on the
Yep.
call for ESPN Radio.
That's right.
And Schroeder can't get it. Thought he was
It
fouled.
should be R. Jefferson. Excuse me. I just realized that.
And Brunson misses. And a
Uh-oh.
whistle there.
Wrap up by Spida on Mitchell. Hack a shack time. What? Here we go. Legs is saying offensive rebound has not been a factor for the Knicks. And I'm sure Shaquille O'Neal is telling the TV screen right now, Robinson's got to be that man on those rebounds.
Okay, so if you're the Knicks, you're shooting 4 of 23 from downtown, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. So free throw line not very good to you. Downtown not very good to you. You're down here 77 to 64. This is not what I
difficult.
thought for the Knicks.
Not at all. I mean, they got to find a way to create some offense for themselves, especially the guards. Clarkson has to get something going. At least I think, I'd like to see McBride getting something going, and who knows, maybe they'll throw Landry Shamet again at some point to see if he can make a three.
Mitchell misses the second. Career 39% from the free throw line.
Mobley stuck. Uh-oh. What are they calling here? A foul?
Worst in the
Timeout.
NBA. 8-second violation.
8 second into a timeout, or is that what it is? Is that what it is? 8 seconds, or is it official?
Breen said 8 seconds.
I'm just want to
timeout. Timeout to avoid the 8-second violation.
Right, that's what I thought.
Okay. Just in the nick of time.
The knick of time. Fun
Yeah.
on words.
Mitchell Robinson, worst free throw percentage in the league.
It's a bummer.
Cavs trying to steal game one. 77-64, 2:30 left to play in the third.
Oh, is it a Maine Coon cat with us? We have a Maine Coon cat in my backpack right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
This is the cutest thing ever. I wish y'all could see it. We should probably have the Coon cat, on film more often. This is a Maine Coon cat. Hey, kitty. This is the best thing ever. Maine Coon cats are literally my favorite cat. I don't care what anyone says. Hey, kitty. What's his name?
Link.
Link. Well, he finally got comfortable enough to get out here. Maybe he's hungry. He knows where his food is. He's going towards Daddy right now. So,
New York shooting just 5 of 14 from the third quarter.
yep, love it. Look at this coon cat. That's great.
Cavs lead at 77-64, 2:20 left to play in the third quarter. How about Strus? Bounce passes here and a whistle. Be a foul on Miles McBride.
Stream's about to get interesting. Feeding a Maine Coon cat on the stream.
Miles McBride. 12 minutes, no points, but 3 fouls. So Brunson has 3. McBride has 3. As we approach 2 minutes to play in the third. It's a foul on Merrill.
Trying to get the ball reset. Cat is. You'll get him. You'll get him, boy. Got to feed the Maine Coon cat for the Twitch stream. That's very important.
Mitchell Robinson back
Or TikTok.
at the free throw line. 3 points, just 1 for 4.
We'll see if Mitchell can figure this out. I'm sure there's a shooting coach telling him form.
Misses
No.
the first. Free throw woes continue for Robinson.
I think Link is going to help us with the viewership
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
Yeah. He's all active now. He trusts this guy. Hey, bud. You like it?
Robinson misses the second. Mitchell gets the rebound. Clarkson with the foul.
Clarkson wants to travel there.
Clarkson thought he traveled.
Sorry, viewers, that I'm out of the screen. I'm trying to keep the Maine Coon cat in here because that's where the viewership goes.
It is not a travel, though.
Where's everybody watching from?
It is a foul on Jordan Clarkson. His personal foul. Mobley misses it from 22. Brunson gets the rebound. Brunson going coast to coast off the glass and in.
Ooh, there we go. Brunson trying to figure it out for the team. Still got Clarkson on the floor just in case to get that shooting going. It's not a bad matchup on Sam Merrill either.
Shooter trying to answer. Can't get it. Rebounded Knicks.
Brunson again trying to be the man. Downhill. Layup.
No good.
Floater.
How about Robinson getting it in, but a whistle
And Merrill
before the
got hit
shot.
in the face too. He's okay.
Donovan Mitchell going to the line. Robinson thought he had a great layup.
Robinson really tried the windmill, but he was going the wrong way with his body.
And then Strus going to the line. Hart with the foul. Max Strus.
There's nothing in there for you.
I think for me, you can maybe speak on this. For me, I think the nation really got to see Max Strus in last year's playoffs with that Cavaliers team.
That's absolutely right. Max Strus showed up last year, was a knockdown shooter, and had a really bad injury. Coming back, trying to figure himself out. He came back late in the season this year. If you don't know him, you got to know him. He's an absolute knockdown shooter. He might look like, bigger Sasha Vujacic, and that's kind of who he is, actually, if y'all remember Sasha.
Makes both free throws, and he's been a great player in both game ones, 24 and 19, respectfully. Foul on Mobley. Mitchell Robinson back to the line.
You trying to eat my bag? Oh, you're trying to go through the sunflower seeds.
And Robinson gets a free throw.
If he gets through it?
His first.
Come over here. Want me to zip that up? Cat troubles. 1 sec, audience.
Robinson has 4 points, 2 of 7 on the line. Misses that one. It's a 14-point game. Cavaliers have the ball. They're shooting 12 of 33 from downtown. And that one goes around the rim and in.
Easy.
Great job by Donovan Mitchell. Brunson.
Downhill and one? No, but he's got
Mitchell.
the foul.
Mitchell looks confused. This is the shot before, stepping around traffic. Shoots over Brunson, and it literally went around the rim and in.
It's kind of a weird Euro, honestly, when I look at it from Donovan Mitchell. His body moves less than these other guys that do the Euro, where they're bouncing from one side to the other, but he's still able to make it around the defender.
That is Mitchell's fourth foul. 56.7 seconds left in the third. Brunson makes the first. Donovan Mitchell, most career playoff points, 2,142, prior to first conference final appearance in the NBA.
Who's it out on now?
It's
staying this way. Knicks. Wow, that's awesome.
Will be Knicks ball. It'll be a side out. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Karl Anthony Towns comes in.
Mitchell Robinson was such a fan favorite. He's the longest tenured Knick. He's been through it all. Some really bad.
Wondering if the cat can smell my beef sticks in there.
Probably.
It hasn't been opened yet, so we'll see.
Brunson to Hart. 10 to shoot.
You're like, how did it get close?
Out of bounds. Josh Hart with a terrible pass. Jalen Brunson not really paying attention. 13th turnover for the Knicks. It's attributed to 16 Cavaliers points. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Oh, Brunson passed it off. Mitchell passed it off a shoe.
Yeah.
He's trying to back pass it to
last touched by Hart. 12 to shoot for Cleveland. 39 seconds. But Schroeder blocked by Clarkson. Strus right there. Mitchell with an open three. Can't get it. And rebounded by Towns. Towns gives it to Hart. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock.
I think we're going to have a repeat of last night where the away team wins.
Absolutely. It's looking that way.
I'm agreeing.
And Clarkson picks it up before the whistle. The foul is on Schroeder. There's the foul there. Brunson got hit in the face twice, yeah. Right there. And there. Wow.
You remember when you said in the beginning of the game how you said that was a foul on him?
And Brunson misses the first.
That was the last, like I said, you do it early, and then you get it out the way. And now he's back to back.
James Harden back in the game. Schroeder going to sit out. Jalen Brunson 0 for 5 from downtown. He does have 2 assists with 20 points. So if I told you at the beginning of the game that Jalen Brunson was going to be 0 for 5 from 3, you would have said what?
I would have said, you know what? There's no way. He's going to figure it out. He's going to be hitting those shots before he's 0 for 5. He might be, 0 for 3 and then start picking it up and nailing them, but that's not the case. It's kind of an old school game, drive down the gut, play off of contact, and hopefully you get, a foul or you get that jump shot or layup.
Brunson splits the free throws. Harden for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded Onanobi, and that's how the quarter will close. Cleveland leads at 83-69 to end the third. It's looking like the Cavs might steal game 1.
2 different series to get here, but so far they are unfazed by the moment, trying to take game 1.
Fans outside, they're not
In
happy.
New York, looking perplexed out there.
Imagine paying $53,000 to sit courtside at the Garden, and the Knicks are down 83-69 right now.
Yeah, that's a bummer right there. That is an absolute bummer.
But I'm sure for Chalamet and for Ben Stiller, that's pocket change, right?
Yeah, a little bit of pocket change, just not that much at all.
For those on the Kardashian tracker, no Kylie tonight. Or is it Kendall?
Someone will tell us.
Yeah. Either way, he is alone, is what I'm getting at. I unfortunately do not keep up with the Kardashians.
Someone's got a life, it seems.
Right. I don't know how one can. Yeah.
You have to be online 24/7 really watching that. It has to be your religion.
Well, I'm sure somebody is interested to know that Timothy Chalamet is alone. Matter of fact, I'll look it up myself.
Fun facts of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Who?
Oh, see, I thought we was talking about the one that's always married to NBA players.
Well, yeah. It is Kylie Jenner. I was right the first time. And according to People magazine, they were on a double date last night. Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet's double date with Kendall and Jacob Elordi.
Think of the money he saved, though, by not bringing her to the game tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how about Timothy Chalamet? Last night, a double date in L.A. Now he's at the game today.
You know he won't be able to enjoy the game with her next to him.
Right.
That's right.
Well, and do you think maybe she's not there because when she was with Travis Scott was taking her ball games and she saw prime James Harden.
Is James Harden single right now? Well, I know apparently he stopped going to the strip clubs. That was a problem in Houston.
Okay.
And we're not referring this to any of the females that may be, sitting courtside, that we've talked about previously. But, hey, your love life is your love life, and I'm happy to let that stay where it is with those ladies and the players on the court.
I was going to say, I've supported my fair share of single mothers.
There you go. Shouts out to all the single mothers
Yes.
out there. More power to y'all.
83-69 is the the score after 3. Take a look at the game leaders. For Cleveland, Mitchell with 24 points, Mobley with 9 rebounds, Mitchell with 3 assists. For New York, 19 for Brunson, just 7 of 18 on the day. Josh Hart, 6 rebounds, all defensive, and Josh Hart, 4 assists, playing 26 minutes of basketball. Your thoughts as we look ahead to the fourth quarter?
Josh Hart saying we got to make shots, we got to lock it down as he's playing defense right now on Dennis Schroeder. That interview with Lisa Salters right before the quarter started here. Mobley can't make it on Towns. Hart takes it back down the floor, back to Catman. Oh, traveled. Got too fancy there trying to get around Mobley.
Since the 2023 playoffs, Cleveland is 18-2 when leading in the fourth quarter, or leading to start the fourth quarter. Great catch by Harden.
Looking like a baseball player catching an outfield ball there.
And a foul there.
Pressing the issue, Cleveland. Really pressing it.
Big stretches for both teams. These 3-4 minutes for the New York Knicks are huge. You don't want to have a
McBride with the shooting foul.
here, and obviously they're going to get a chance at 2
9 points for Harden. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 4 of 9 on the night.
So you've got to come out with the right intensity and lock in on the offensive end.
Makes the first.
Bringing fans
84-83.
throughout the NBA playoffs. Stand for your chance to win. James Harden
85-69 the score.
in various places. He's played the Knicks 35 times, and he's 29-6.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and mine deserves an all-star game plan. Visit NBA Total Health for simple tips to strengthen your mental wellness, build healthy habits, and take the first step toward health. Make your move today by visiting totalhealth.nba.com.
Don't be afraid to speak up if you need to. Speaking up makes you strong.
Karl Anthony Towns looking strong. Harden looking stronger.
Ripping
with the
it out.
steal.
Oh, is he going to go all the way? Oh, wow. I don't know what that
And
was
a
there. Was it a
whistle
pass?
there.
Yeah.
It's a loose ball foul on James Harden.
I think Harden said my bad there. Yeah.
Because that's just too hard for him to handle.
I mean, it's hard to get that much man stopped in one quick motion. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of freight train coming at one person, yeah.
He's going, hit the brakes.
Speaking of a lot of man.
4 fouls. Mitchell with 4 fouls.
Good to know. And we got Jose Alvarado on the floor. Speaking about so much of man right now. Small, mighty.
Brunson.
Towns could
sitting
not get that
on the
shot up.
bench.
Point blank range could not get it up at an odd angle. Working around bodies.
Evan Mobley, 12 points, 5 for 11 on the day. Does have 11 rebounds.
Oh. Alvarado tapped it away from Dennis, but it got to Mobley. He got hit a little bit.
How about Merrill?
Merrill can't get it. Oh. Max just
Alvarado.
kind of flopped when McBride had his hands on him. Flopped out of bounds.
Hart inside, passes it to Clarkson. Clarkson thought about a 3, gets a little closer, no good.
He ain't happy.
And Towns. Okay. Towns with the rebound, a foul on Struess. That's his fourth.
Jose Alvarado's already out. He looks kind of feh right now in his
Brunson
body
back
language.
on the court.
Right.
Struess sitting out with 4 fouls.
We got Dean Wade back on the floor along with Bridges as well. Spida's coming in now for Merrill.
12-point pace, somewhere like that. This is a team with offensive firepower. But to look at this Knicks team, the way they've been playing offensively,
9:59 left to play in the fourth. It'll be an inside out for the Knicks. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson gives it to Towns. Towns gives it back to Brunson with 10 to shoot. Robinson almost lost it out of bounds. He saved it, though. Gives it back to Brunson. Brunson in the paint. Brunson turns it over. Here's Schroeder.
Shooter's taking his time, setting up the offense
Passes it to
with
Harden.
Harden.
16th turnover for the Knicks. Harden for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded Bridges.
Harden would have made it. It would have been a 19-point game, ladies and gentlemen. We're sitting at 15 right now.
Bridges to his teammate Brunson.
Couldn't make it with
gives
the right
to
hand.
Towns, and Towns gets it in.
When I say the right hand, I mean his left hand. That's his correct right hand.
85-71. 9:10 to play. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We got a whistle.
Quick whistle on McBride not being able to stay with Mitchell without the hand checking.
Okay, so I'm going to bounce right off what the Knicks, the Knicks play-by-play commentator Mike Breen is saying. Game 1 last year. Pacers steal game 1. It's looking like Cavaliers are going to steal game 1 in
That's
this
right.
one. How do mentally, what's going through the minds of these Knicks players, and how do you avoid it in the last 9 minutes?
Well, the thing that they have to avoid mentally is being dejected and poor me attitude. They got to be hungry, stay physical, as Catman was very physical, didn't want James to touch that rebound, and they got to start making shots. As Bridges goes down low, wrong hand, left hand on Mobley, I just don't really know what they're doing right now, actually. Frankly, it's like they're trying to put it into helter-skelter mode.
Shorter to Wade.
And one, and we, I mean, you
It's
just
a foul on Clarkson, so it will be and 1.
Clarkson, it looked like he pushed him when he's shooting the 3. We're going to see it from another angle in a minute. Defensive player of the year, former Mobley, just making Bridges looking silly. And then do we get a push on Clarkson? No,
Yeah,
he
right.
just runs into him. It's just such a lackadaisical thing.
Wade, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Trying to get a 4-point play. He does. 89-71, 18-point game, the largest lead of the game.
And it's
8
great to see Wade, by the way. You know,
Yes.
they had to throw in Tyson when Wade wasn't playing, and, you know, Wade is totally filling the, gap. Even blocking Catman trying to go in there for a layup, Wade messed it up for him. Wade gets it again. Back to Schroeder. Spida.
Mitchell. How about that for 3?
Spida's talking about it.
92-71,
The bench is talking about it on Cleveland. Okay.
29 points, 4 of 9 from downtown. Robinson trying to answer back. Cannot. The shooting woes continue for the Knicks. I am flabbergasted right now.
I wasn't expecting Cleveland to come in and do this.
Me
I thought it
either.
would be a lot of back and forth in this game, maybe a couple runs here and there, but this is just the Knicks came out at halftime and the shooting got worse.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the passing, but the shooting got worse.
Right. Do you think it's the rust? It's been 10 days since we've seen these Knicks. Josh Hart on social media, he was at the kids' birthday party. Some of them went on vacation and came back. 48 hours ago, though, this Cavaliers team was in Detroit doing exactly what they're doing right now, winning in basketball.
Those are all great points. You know what I say? If you're wearing Kobe Bryant's baby blue shoes, Kobe Bryant, God bless him, was still here. He would probably say, "You ain't going on vacation in the middle of the season. You're in the gym every single day, putting up shots and training." So if these guys went on vacation, different NBA, you could argue whatever the case. Maybe that's not what you need, unless you're Brunson, who just makes a very tough floater here. It's a 20-point game, though.
7.5 to play. If you're going to make the comeback, now's the time to do it. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with the Cavaliers.
Well, a little hustle from Shamit.
15 seconds on the shot clock.
It's not game over yet, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes is a lot of time, but I don't know how the Knicks are going to shoot the lights out at this point in time and play defense to give themselves a chance to actually stay in the game. So far, they're not in the game.
That's an offensive foul.
Mobley knows he's walking back.
Still a 20-point game, 7:16 to play. NBA Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1. Game 2, of course, tomorrow. Game 2, of course, on Thursday. Games every other day between the East and the West. The Western Conference Finals Game 2 is for tomorrow. Our friends at NBC have the call. Knicks shooting 8 of 26 from the first half. 2 of 5 from 3 as Brunson tries to get some offensive power. Thought Harden might have got a hand on that shot. Towns gets it, passes it over, and it'll be Shamit with the 3. 93-76. You would not have believed this was a 2-point game at halftime.
Not at all. Uh-oh.
And that was just sloppy basketball by the Cavaliers.
He thought his man would be a little bit further to the left on the three-point line. That's where the pass was intended for, something they probably do in practice, but his man was not there.
Okay, well, in the last 7 games, the Knicks have averaged 125 points. They've only shot 76 tonight. Cavs lead it 93-76. Timeout, Knicks. 6:41 left to play in the fourth. You're watching the NBA Eastern Conference Finals Hardwood Report overtime on YouTube.
There ain't going to be no overtime in this game, though, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Definitely not. Hope you can join us for the Hardwood Report post-game show. First game analysis and a preview of Game 2. And, of course, we'll be with you every other day for the next week and a half if it goes the distance.
While we're at it, we're just looking right now. At least I'm looking to see if we got anything, questions and comments. Will we have wrestling on the show? As long as it relates to anything NBA, even if it's NBA drama.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll absolutely
I want to know. I want to know about this curse. I want to know about this wrestling basketball curse, and what do I have to do to avoid it?
Absolutely. And if anything, I'll get back to my guy Bailey from Blood Splitter about that.
Are those real teeth? Are those teeth from his opponents?
Teeth from his opponents. That's metal.
He showed up on NBA Today with a jar of teeth. I mean, I felt sorry for
whoever that is.
Yeah.
If that's your teeth.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren and Universal Soldier.
I mean, right? Like are WWE superstars now having to get veneers because of this guy, or what?
Wah, wah, wah. That's rough.
Yeah.
Ryder sounds like Howard Cosell and tells jokes of a much older man.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Gotta love it.
Hey, Howard's my idol, man. Howard, that whoever, I forget who you said that was, but that is a great compliment. Thank you for that.
It's actually my dad. Shouts out to my dad.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Boy, he probably listened to Howard.
Yeah. Yeah. Howard Cosell. I don't think, at least to my knowledge, maybe somebody can correct me, I don't think Howard ever did basketball. My favorite Howard Cosell moment, he was doing it was the boxing fight, and it was in Mount Zaire. And he said, coming to you live from Mount Zaire, some would pronounce it Zaire. They're wrong.
That's great.
Western Conference Finals Game 2. Spurs at the Thunder, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Shout out to Maria Taylor, Carmelo Anthony, and the cousins of Vince Carter and T-Mac on NBA Showtime. Brunson to Towns, around the world and in. That was great. Knicks on a 7-0 run in the last 90 seconds. This is what they need.
All right, Knicks, let's see if you can come back in.
Cannot trade baskets if you're New York. You need stops, just like Lick said. I agree with you. Shot clock at 5. Bridges all over Harden. Harden going to follow through. Can't get it. Great job to get it off in time, and great job by Towns to get the rebound.
By the way, we have some international watchers saying that they're having trouble tuning in. It's probably a setting issue.
It might be.
There may be some countries where you can't watch live for some reason, so hopefully you'll be able to see the recording.
Yeah, we'll work on that. As Brunson gets the 2. It's now a 9-0 run for the Knicks. Foul on Brunson, though, right here.
It usually gets a little bit closer than this one. I mean, this is jumping over, gets the ball over an outstretched arm in deep ways. So not only do you have this angle and the touch, you have to get it over to the third. 25 for Brunson.
Now, all of you look at the settings. Maybe you can change it for next
Gonna
time. We want everybody
Check
to
that out right now,
Yeah.
quick, as we're taking free throws.
James Harden at the line makes the first.
Crowd has been desperate all game long. This is a hungry Knicks fan base. From 2002 to 2020, 19 seasons, they won 7 total playoff games.
So he'll split the free throws, 94-80, 5:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson has the ball. Last year's clutch player of the year. What can he do? Down by 14. Off the glass and in. Thought he got an and one. No whistle there, though. 5:18 to play. Can the Knicks come back?
Okay, Knicks, let's see what you got.
It's an 11-1 run in the last 2:40. Mobley to Allen to try and stop it, and a whistle, though. Foul on Anunoby.
Big time right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. This is Brunson's shot here. Look at this. Oh, off the glass there. Thought he got touched. And Allen misses the first. 58% free throw shooter in the playoffs.
It's good stuff right there.
The New York Knicks, loud and obnoxious, trying to throw off Allen. And it works as he misses them both. Towns with a great rebound. Passes it to Brunson. 5 to play. The Knicks have not been at the line this quarter, which is very interesting. Brunson in the paint says, I don't need the line. I'll make the 2 myself.
That custom J or trademark J shot that he has. Little lean, little shot there. Boom. At the free throw.
13-1 run in the last 3:20 for the Knicks. There was no run in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, the Knicks are just popping off. Harden trying to silence the Garden. 3 to shoot. 3.
Oh,
way off
God.
from 26.
See, this is what I said.
24-second shot clock violation.
Excuse me. If James Harden is not going to be able to make shots, it brings them, Ben Stiller knows it's bringing New York back into the game.
Stiller on his feet. The Knicks 7 of 15 for this quarter. Cleveland just 2 of 8. It's now a 10-point game with 4:16 to play.
That's right. Here goes Jalen Brunson. He knows that he's got it working right now when Cleveland is missing.
In the paint. Off the glass and in!
He can't miss.
We're down to 8.
I said this game ain't over.
15-1 run for the Knicks.
I think it's the shoes.
Maybe. The Garden is on fire. Mitchell thought he was fouled.
And it was a great looking shot. In and out.
The Garden is electric right now. Everybody on their feet. Crowd chanting, let's go Knicks. And who has the ball? Jalen Brunson, 3. Oh, what a 3 from 26.
It's a 5-point game.
18-1 run for the Knicks. Timeout, Cavaliers.
And I'm getting messages now that sometimes international streams that are live are banned in specific countries.
Okay.
Could possibly be Tunisia. Sorry to my girlfriend if that's the case. But otherwise, other countries are able to access the stream. Shouts out to Israel that was with us earlier on TikTok. Or at least so we believe it was Israel.
It was a great call by Mike Breen. Captain Clutch has come alive.
Facts. That's right.
Last year's clutch player in the NBA.
Allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth.
It's a timeout, Cavaliers. 94-89, Cavaliers leading. We were waiting for a Knicks run. It didn't happen in the third quarter, but it's blown away here in the fourth. A 15-1 run by the New York Knicks. Timothy Chalamet and Ben Stiller on their feet. Madison Square Garden electric. And we're so glad you're with us. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We were trying. I was a little disappointed when I watched last night. I said, did we pick the wrong series?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
No, this is action-packed in a different way, The up and down of this game after the second is, like blowing my mind right now.
I was ready to start looking ahead to game 2. I was getting ready to ask you questions about game 2.
Yeah.
I was already done with this game.
But
It was over.
Captain Clutch.
Once you pass the being down 20 points, we'll segue over to Spurs and Thunder. But that's not what's happening now, ladies and gentlemen. Is this going to go into overtime? Some idiot said it's not going to go into overtime, but
never say never. Never say never.
Wow. I mean, hey, if this game goes into overtime, you guys might need a new host because no idiots are allowed on this on this platform. A co-host.
Yeah. Who said that? Who said the game's going or not going into overtime?
It might have been me, actually.
Oh.
I said, no, it's not going to go into overtime. It's a 20-point game. This is crazy.
Well, that's fair. I learned to say never after the Lakers-Rockets game when I thought the Lakers had sealed it, or when the Rockets had sealed it, and then LeBron James doing LeBron James things. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals set for Thursday night. Tip-off 8 p.m. Eastern. Hardwood report 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, 5 o'clock Pacific tip time. How about Jalen Brunson right here? Your thoughts about him in the fourth quarter?
Jalen Brunson in the quarter. He is unbelievable, unstoppable at this point, and they're just showing him being unstoppable. They got two men running at him, and he's, whatever, I'll just shoot this, I'll shoot that, I'll shoot this, and now he's nailing some threes. Okay, when you start bouncing off of bodies, when you have two guys coming at you, you're making that J at the elbow at the free throw line, and now you're hitting threes, something's going on here where this man's got juice.
It's an 18-1 run since 7:49 in the fourth quarter for the Knicks. Mobley gets a three. Finally, something for Cleveland. $15 points for Evan Mobley. Anunoby trying to answer back. Gets the foul. Anunoby going to the line for the first time tonight.
2:54 left on the clock.
97-90. It was a 20-point game a minute ago.
Crazy show.
As Anunoby makes his first. Hope you can stay for us. Hardwood Report post-game show. Complete analysis of this game. Game 2 preview. Plus, we'll look west to Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals.
Are we going to be bringing any guests in on StreamYard or anything like that?
If they're here.
If they're here. If you want to do that,
yeah.
you heard it here first.
It's a foul on Merrill. Right there.
Knicks are attempting the largest fourth quarter comeback in 14 years right now, an 8-1 run.
Wow.
Who was that team 14 years ago? Someone get to us on that.
Trivia question.
Grok, let us know. Bridges
for three. Check Woo!
When he's dancing like that.
4-point game. A 22-4 run in the last 5.5 minutes for the Knicks.
This game's box office, man.
Woo!
22-4 run. What in the world?
It's a 20-point game a minute ago. Harden trying to answer.
Harden's cold. Shamit.
Rebounded Shamit.
He didn't let Allen touch that. Shamit's just like, that's mine.
And again, who has the ball but Jalen Brunson? Looking for Anunoby.
What? What happened?
Carl Anthony Towns with the pull. Oh, you got to be idiot.
He's good at doing that.
We love you, Carl, but that was not smart.
No, that was an idiotic move right there. Yeah.
Yep.
No reason for that.
Yeah, he's literally holding Allen's arm to the point that he fell.
No reason for that. His fourth foul, by the way.
Very costly right there. Allen on the tip-in now. Wow.
6-point game.
Got to be smarter than that. 6-point game. Knicks can still do something.
Oh, yeah. 2 threes. You're in.
OG for three.
No.
Oh, what a bummer. That would have brought the house down if he would have made that three.
99-93. Cleveland leads it. Mitchell finds Mobley. Mobley can't get it.
Great box out by OG on Allen.
Gives it to Brunson.
Brunson's double teamed. He's getting out of it.
Thought he was going to pass it to Anunoby. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson, corner pocket three. 3-point game with 90 seconds to play.
It's actually Mikal Bridges in the corner with that three. If Robinson could hit that three, that would be incredible. And now we see Spida. No worries.
Mitchell.
Uh-oh.
No good.
What happened there? It's just nothing. Knicks ball.
3-point game with 60 seconds on the clock.
This is anyone's game, and I'm thinking it's leaning in New York's, side right now because they're knocking down shots. Cleveland got no offensive flow right now.
They go strength. Did you know that?
I don't know.
They
What?
go strength.
I've not heard of them.
Okay.
They go straight. Shouts out Dago. Shamit for 3.
Shamit.
Oh.
No.
Oh! And everybody in the rim to tie it.
Tie game.
Wow.
99.
We're tied at 99. Will Lightning strike twice in
Wow.
the conference finals?
Well, Lightning did strike because it's dark in here now. Oh,
Had double
Harden.
overtime last night
Little
as
push
Harden
shot.
tries to keep us away from
Going
overtime.
to overtime?
24 seconds on the clock.
If you said we're going to overtime, you're an idiot. Just letting you know. Big
Oh,
shot.
another tie game.
Tie game. 19
Brunson.
points.
No shot
In the
clock.
seconds.
No shot clock. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Mitchell to Harden. Bounce pass. 8 seconds. He's standing on the S. Merrill.
Oh, out.
Halfway.
Who's the idiot that said this game's going into overtime? Well, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm fired. I'll talk to you guys later.
101. We're tied and we're going to overtime.
What the heck just happened?
What a couple semifinals we're looking at.
What? I'm at a loss for words.
They were down by 20.
Down by 20. They shot themselves back into it. Mike Brown looks like he's going to throw up. Yeah. Who's the gentleman with the orange tie that we keep going back to?
I don't know who that is.
I recognize. Is that played for the Lakers? It looks like
I don't know him.
oh my God.
22 points. The Cavaliers led this game at 1 point.
Oh, Mike Brown wants to throw up because he's yelling for a timeout and they didn't see it.
Okay.
He's screaming for a timeout, but they couldn't hear him.
Yeah. I didn't see him. He was pretty far on the court. I don't know how they missed that.
Well, hey, Adam Silver, did you ask that there's no timeout? Because overtime is way better.
Maybe.
I don't want to see the game getting won on like a lob.
A
or
half
something
court
like that.
heave? I don't know. The half court heave would have been.
I mean,
fun.
it would have been incredible to see, but I want to see these extras right now.
Yeah. No doubt about it. And how about Mikal Bridges with the assist by Jalen Brunson to tie the game?
Really incredible here.
And then the follow through.
Line in, clock out. Corona, look, fly out.
And so we got, just to recap, we had the assist by Brunson to Mikal Bridges for 1:14. Then it was a block shot as Karl Anthony Towns blocks Donovan Mitchell. The Knicks get the rebound. Anobi to Shamit for 3. And then James Harden got the 2. Brunson got the 2. Got a couple of missed threes, and now we're at 101. The Cavaliers led this game by 22 at 1 point.
Amazing.
King Uber of NYC joined.
Hey, shouts out to my fellow Uber drivers. I'm one as well.
Excuse me. Okay, 5-minute overtime. Each team gets 2 timeouts. Something about these Knicks, they play spectacular basketball when they're down and out. We saw that in real time in the Atlanta series. We thought they were down by 2 in that series. They come back and win it in 6. They were down by 22 in this game, and now we're tied at 101. And we go to overtime. Scott Foster, an official, our official tonight, done a great job all game long. Tip going to the Knicks. Bridges gives it to Brunson. Bridges has the ball, gives it to Brunson. Brunson with 4 fouls. Towns with 4 fouls. Oh, Anobi tried the dunk and a whistle.
And by the way, I stand corrected. It wasn't 20 points down. It was 22 points down.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
My bad for being only half there. I tuned into a friend's live stream to congratulate them as I thought this game was going to be in the books.
Yeah.
But that's a bad host for you. Bad co-host.
Harden with the foul. Nobi shooting 2.
Got Landry Shamet still on the floor. As I said, I wanted to see a Landry Shamet sighting, and he's been looking really good, even on defense, with the rebounds too.
This is the first Knicks lead since before halftime.
Wow.
And they lead at 103 to 101.
That's both for Anunoby.
Cleveland led by 2 at half and then went on a crazy third quarter run. The Knicks, though, have battled back. The Knicks erased a 22-point deficit in under 8 minutes.
And it's very interesting to see Shamet in for Josh Hart.
Shot clock at 1. They got to get it off. Mayo does. And does not. There's Patrick Ewing.
Shouts out Patrick Ewing. Like the getup with the key necklace. That's pretty cool.
Brunson has the ball. Why wouldn't he?
He's the man right now.
Taking all the time. 8 to shoot.
Just one around Harden.
Got the floater.
No problem.
The Garden is alive tonight.
Up by 4 with 4 minutes to go.
Jalen Brunson, 38 points, 4 assists. Mitchell trying to silence him. Cannot.
Oh. They thought it was taken off the rim, but it was not. Allegedly.
Brunson standing on the New York Knicks logo with 10 to shoot.
Oh, he's showing him some fancy fun.
Harden
Watch him go around.
trying to get him.
Push off, and he shoots it. Now it's a
Offensive
push
foul.
off. Brunson's saying, I got grabbed, though.
Brunson saying he got fouled. It'll be 5 on Brunson if it stands. And Knicks will not challenge it.
I think it's a good call.
Yep. There's no hold by Harden.
Well, that's Brunson's 5th foul. One more, he's out. He remains on the court.
Mobley, can he tie? Oh, no. Can't even hit the 3.
Got to be very careful.
Not a tie either.
Got to be very careful if you're Jalen Brunson with 5 fouls.
Exactly.
There's Brunson there. I agree 100%.
Jay Rich said bring him up in the pick and roll when you have 5 fouls. Anunoby clearing out space with the rear end on Mobley.
It's a 6-point game for the Knicks. They were down by 22 just a few 8 minutes ago.
Oh, Harden felt the contact. He's going to go. No. Oh, it just bumped into
side out.
Bridges. Side out.
Yep. Thank you, Mike, for those rules.
Thank you, Mike Green.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get does get confusing.
It does. We'll see if Harden can actually do something here.
Harden, 3.
Nope, he's still cold.
Rebounded Anunoby.
And that's
to Bridges.
That's the
Bridges to
story.
Brunson.
The late part in this game, Harden not being able to connect.
Absolutely.
Brunson just dribbling around, wasting time.
As you should.
He said, "Don't worry, guys. I got
Anunoby.
Yep, Anunoby stripped. But now who does Cleveland go to off the bench if Harden can't shoot? They try to put in Ellis.
Yeah.
They try to put in Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder can't be that guy.
Where is Strus? Strus is not on the
had
court
trouble
right now.
as well, and that's why they're relying on Sam Merrill right now.
Yeah. Mitchell to
Mobley
Mobley.
for 3 over Cat. No
Can't
good.
get it. Rebounded Merrill, but Anunoby strips it. Kind of some confusion there from Brunson and Towns. Oh, Shamet for 3.
That's an exclamation point right there. It's 9-point game with 149 to 149 to go.
And these fans can feel it.
They can feel it. The garden is
Alive and
popping. The flowers are growing.
Yeah, they are.
The fruits and vegetables are growing.
9
Don't call people fruit
Knicks
in New York
lead.
City. That will be a problem.
Well, I'm going to apologize to those fans who paid $53,000 to sit courtside.
They got their money.
Because now I'm envious of you.
Woo! Now we're envious. That's right.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket.
I mean, you got to see some wins in New York, or else there's going to be some street chaos. So
Absolutely.
don't want to see that. New York's already gone through enough. They need a little love in the city, you know? Peace and kumbaya.
All kinds of stays.
Little salam shalom.
Right for some, but not quite right for others. Find exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com.
It's a great commercial.
And right now, the Knicks are on fire. They're hunting out what they want on that offensive end. Brunson leading the way with 38. And then you're getting contributions. OG being aggressive, starting to look like his normal self. And you're always going to need somebody to show up in the postseason. And Landry Shamet, 9 big points off the bench.
Landry with 9 big points off the bench. That is right. R. Rich. Keep saying J. Rich. Got to
Richard
fix
Jefferson.
that. Yep.
Struce, 3. Gets it in.
Struce. What did you say? Where's Struce? Here he is.
Lead back to
Set
6.
play. They said, Struce, you're going to go nail a shot for us. Get out there. And that's exactly what he did. Timeout?
Timeout Knicks after that quick 3.
Oh, we got the Kobe shoe. We're looking at it right now. The Brunson X Nike Zoom Kobe 6 Porto Statue of Liberty. For our viewers here, that's what it looks like. If y'all can see that well over here. I think it's in frame. Or we're going to deal with a little color offset here. There we are. As you heard what I said, you'll be able to look at it. There we go. It's a good-looking shoe.
It's a great shoe.
We love that collab. I actually want to know, shoe heads, how did that collab happen? Is it something with the Bryant family that Jalen Brunson worked through? Very interesting.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Shouts out to the Bryant family. Wish them the
Yes.
best, as always.
Brunson did work with the people that designed Kobe Bryant shoe.
Okay.
And actually made some modifications specifically for Brunson.
Oh, so the more you know. Brunson did work with the Kobe Bryant, as you said, the team at Nike.
Nike,
Yep.
wow.
To make it work.
I
So,
did
and he
not know
put
that.
in some adjustments as well, and the shoe is what it is now because of Brunson working with that Nike team, that Bryant Nike team. Incredible. I like it.
First time both conference final games go to overtime. That's the first time that's ever happened in NBA history.
Amazing. Witnessing history.
Remember, the Cavs game 5 in Detroit, they were down 9 with 2.5 to go.
This is
They won
true.
overtime, so still with an opportunity to come back. The Knicks have possession up 6 right now.
Here's Shamet passing it in.
Shamet to Brunson. Now remember, Brunson has 5 fouls.
We see Struce back in the game. This is one of the preferred defenders on him.
Brunson picks up his dribble, finds Anunoby.
And
Still getting it back to
Anunoby.
Brunson.
Brunson inside. Floater. Can't get it.
Misses.
Oh, it's staying here.
Sam Merrill upset.
Foul on Merrill.
He's called for a foul.
Did you see that move Brunson put on them boys?
Yes.
Shifty.
Foul in the last
Brunson is shifty.
not considered active shooting.
He was being double teamed. He went around both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Merrill's upset, but yeah, you did just wrap
To his waist.
him around the waist, Catman. Exactly what they said.
Unexpected thriller here in game 1.
Absolutely.
You're just tuning in, Cavs
Yeah.
are close to a victory.
Yeah, I thought this game was over. Cleveland led by 22. Knicks now lead by 6. They erased that 22-point deficit in 8 minutes.
Foul again
As the
on
foul is
Merrill.
on
He grabbed
Merrill.
it on Obi on the arm. Yep.
And Anunoby going to the free throw line.
Atkinson's upset with 3.1 seconds remaining.
Now remember, Cleveland still has a challenge.
And Kenny's saying no way, but I don't know how you can argue that.
Really a foul.
Yeah, I don't know how you can argue that. Sam says. Yeah. Now Sam's saying something on the other end. He's arguing something else. OG did miss that, so then maybe it's a good foul if he misses both.
Knicks have now missed 11 free throws.
8 points, 3 for 5 shooting on Anunoby. Make that 9.
Hot take. We got a hot take.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Stolen. I'll save my hot take for the post-game show.
Strus couldn't hold on.
Brunson will take time off the clock. 7-point lead as we approach a minute remaining in OT.
Minute here.
Oh, kickball by
Kickball.
Merrill.
Reset the shot clock to 14.
By Merrill. Oh. Okay.
You're going to go.
How about Strus here?
You got to be aware. Mikal Bridges, who has put together an outstanding night. 18 points, 3 rebounds, and that big steal right there.
Many of those Knicks fans chanting, "Let's go Knicks." They thought their team was going to be down
Right.
0-1.
Shamit inbounding it to Brunson.
In the last 2 minutes to get it.
Under a minute to play. Brunson in the paint. Shot clock at
Anunoby?
8. And Anunoby. 3. Can't get it.
He had it in his hands all wrong, was kind of bent a little weird. He's upsetting himself.
He laughed about it.
Yeah. Gotta laugh a little bit when you're being paid millions.
Harden
And up by 7.
inside the paint.
Left.
Yep.
Mobley confused in the hands of Anunoby. Another turnover
They're
for
fouling him.
Cleveland. And a foul here.
That
And the
might-
Knicks fans
Ooh.
can feel it.
Could be Quaitons for Cleveland right now, ladies and gentlemen.
This would be the largest fourth-quarter comeback in the NBA playoffs in 13 years. Clippers came back from
Clippers.
4 down against
Clippers were the last team to do
There
it.
you go. Exactly.
Aaron Allen's face says it all.
Look at Jared Allen. He is in
Disbelief
shock.
over there, yep.
As am I. And Anunoby
9.7 left.
at the line. He's got 9 points. Shooting 81% from the line,
How ironic last
from the free throw line. These playoffs
end of game 1.
Makes one.
makes 104 to 112. 39.7.
Franchise history.
Not looking good there, Cleveland.
Largest playoff comeback in Knicks basketball history.
Hope I'm not blowing anyone out that's a headphone user right there, but I got to whistle at that one.
He's been off the ball. At the same time, they're dealing with the issues trying to contain Brunson. Their own offense dried up.
Got some OG chance as he makes them. Well,
9-point game.
I really think that's all she wrote, but Cleveland won't treat it that way. They're going to try to get a quick shot up. Mobley's dancing up top against Anunoby. Foul.
Whistle there.
Hey, there's 34.9 seconds.
Oh,
left.
absolutely.
At least an hour of airtime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, especially in
Hour of
basketball.
airtime with 34 seconds left. That's true.
40 left. They've outscored the Cavaliers 42-11 at the end of regulation and here in overtime.
Wow.
All right, Spida, prayer.
Can't get
Nothing.
it from 32.
It'll go down the other way.
That is going to do it.
113 to 104. 30.9 seconds left in overtime. Cleveland led by 22 at one point. You wouldn't know that had you watched overtime or the fourth quarter.
Josh Hart's talking about it with the team. He's happy. Shouts out to him, even though he didn't play at the end. I like Landry Shamet coming in.
Put their team on their back
And Anunoby
to lose.
strips it and a whistle. Foul on Mitchell. And Anunoby going to the line.
I mean, the Cavaliers players are all just in disbelief, including the bench coaches. I mean, we saw the Knicks players looking totally, in my opinion, dejected, like it was game over. And look what just happened. What happened, Cleveland? Couldn't make shots.
Yeah.
It wasn't turnovers. It wasn't bad defense.
Right.
Yeah. They could not make shots.
Not in the fourth quarter, no.
No.
The Cavs, that's when I think that the team started to set in for them.
And some people may put a lot of blame on James Harden because he should have been making lights out shots, but maybe this isn't the same James Harden from last year.
That could
Maybe
be.
age is getting to him.
Maybe.
It doesn't really look like it the way he plays. It's not like he's lackadaisical, has no energy, but
Mobley in and out.
Something's different.
Rebounded Brunson.
They're still going to foul him, or they tried, but they didn't call
tried.
it. All right, they're going to let the clock run out here,
Yeah.
and that's game over.
Just a second between shot clock and game clock. It's been a wild ride in Madison Square Garden, but the New York Knicks.
And Strus is very angry. He's talking to the ref. He's exiting on the New York Knicks side, it looks like. I don't know why he's doing that. And when he walked over there, the ref said, hey, 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 trying to stop him, but that's just the way he wanted to exit the tunnel for whatever reason. Okay.
It took overtime, but the Knicks survive. It's the largest playoff comeback win since 1970. They end the game on a 44-11 run. 115 to 104, the final score. Knicks up 1-0.
Wow. Shouts out to all the idiots out there that predicted overtime.
And Mitchell in
Get
the
to wear the
locker room.
dunce hat with me, right?
Yeah. Cavs are
Wow.
just, I don't think they shook hands.
I don't think so. We did both predict the Knicks would take this game,
We
but
did.
I didn't think it was going to happen in this fashion.
No.
I thought it would be down to the wire in a different way.
Okay. Jalen Brunson with Lisa Salters.
Let's hear it.
Quick score.
44 to 11.
Knicks up 1-0. Game 2 set for Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. We, of course, will have the Hardwood Report. Hardwood Report at the half. Hardwood Report overtime. But before we can get to tomorrow, we got to wrap things up for tonight. We'll step aside, come back in a minute for the Hardwood Report post-game show. Knicks win it 115 to 104.
Meet Mac.
Oh, that's cool. With Eddie Vedder, love that. If you know the artist, I love that band.
What a night from Madison Square Garden, where history was written in front of one of the loudest crowds you will ever hear in basketball. Ryder Bullock with you for the Hardwood Report postgame show alongside Benjamin Zion, who's been with us all night. The New York Knicks erase a 22-point deficit, force overtime, and defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers 115-104, taking a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals in what becomes the franchise's largest playoff comeback since 1970. For long stretches tonight, this felt like Cleveland's game. The Cavaliers controlled tempo. They stretched the floor. They knocked down perimeter shots. They built that 22-point lead with poise, spacing, and solid transition offense. But playoff basketball is often less about how you start and more about how you respond when this game gets uncomfortable. And boy, did the Knicks respond in clutch time.
That they did. The Knicks did respond, and Cleveland got uncomfortable. It's amazing how there's a role reversal, ladies and gentlemen, because you saw the Knicks looking uncomfortable. I said they looked dejected, and then flips like a switch. That's NBA basketball, ladies and gentlemen. We just watch how mojo can flip.
Down by 22. What was going through? I can only imagine what was going through the Knicks' head. We won't try and get in their head, but maybe you can, because they were probably thinking the same thing you and I were. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, well, the Knicks definitely weren't thinking what I was thinking, though, because I was thinking, well, I'm going to get in my phone. I'm going to congratulate my other friend on her live stream today. Shouts out Nico. But you know what? It's so funny. The Knicks just, said, we need to start nailing shots, and that's exactly what they did. They came out and nailed shots, and then they proved the stupid idiots wrong that say, oh, this game won't go to overtime. Well, it went to overtime, ladies and gentlemen, and what an overtime it was.
First time in NBA history that both game ones of the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals go to overtime. Shout out to Cleveland, though. They had opportunities to shut the door. Instead, the numbers began to show where they slipped away. The Cavaliers finished with 21 turnovers. The Knicks turned that pressure into offense and eventually wore them down. Benjamin, was this more about Cleveland collapsing or New York taking it?
I honestly think it was more about Cleveland collapsing. And again, I'm not going to put the whole blame on James Harden, because other guys couldn't make shots when they needed to, whether it was Strus, whether it was a little bit of Mobley, and Allen not being, an offensive threat on the glass either, with the offensive rebounds and just being able to dunk. We just saw a collapse. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it was a shame that that's how Cleveland went down, even though they were able to force overtime. But you're forcing overtime by scoring only a couple points when there's a 22-point run. Or someone will correct me on the exact number, but
22. Yeah, 22 points. Yeah.
Right. It's honestly a little bit shocking and embarrassing.
Yeah, it's actually a 42-11 run to, if you combine overtime to where they started when they went on the run.
Wow.
In the earlier the fourth quarter. New York, though, for me, really flipped this game physically. It happened inside. 60 points in the paint for New York, just 38 for Cleveland. That's a major contrast. While Cleveland attempted 50 three-pointers, New York made this a bruising interior basketball game. So did the Knicks simply become the tougher team down the stretch?
I think they did, absolutely. They became the tougher team, especially mentally, being able to knock down those shots. I really believe that making those shots is really mental. If, we're talking about teams coming at each other in a physical manner, and one team's able to make shots and the other team is not, I think that kind of boils down to mental when we're looking at teams that have a very, 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 in my opinion, similar matchup. It's not like you have Wembanyama at 7'1" dunking over you and it's just impossible to play defense. We're talking about people with an equal matchup, and really one team is just out shooting. They're physically dominating, but more so mentally they're able to continue doing what they need to do. The other team's not.
Cleveland leaning heavily on perimeter offense, 16 made threes, but a lot of settling settling late. New York attacked gaps, attacked closeouts, attacked the rim, and when a team keeps getting paint touches, it changes everything. Fouls, rebounding angles, rotation fatigue. That's why the Knicks also won the glass 47-38. They didn't just score inside, they controlled the effort categories. And the rebounding margin felt massive. 9 offensive boards, 38 defensive rebounds. Every extra possession mattered. And then overtime. Once this got into the extra session, it felt like Madison Square Garden completely tilted this game. How much does momentum matter in a playoff game like this?
Momentum is everything, really. You know, if you don't have the momentum, not only from your teammates, but also from the crowd. New York just totally woke up. What can you do? I don't think you can do much if you're not, dealing with that momentum and that, push from the crowd as well. And that's probably what Jalen Brunson is saying right now as he talks to, the team with Kenny, Shaq, Charles, and Ernie.
Jalen Brunson outscored Cleveland 17-11 by himself over the final 12 minutes and 49 seconds. He finishes with 38 points. Karl Anthony Towns, 13 rebounds. Jalen Brunson with 6 assists. Your thoughts on the Knicks' game leaders?
Jalen Brunson, without him, the Knicks would not have been in this game in the way they came back. That's the bottom line, in my humble opinion. I know, again, they got other production, even from guys that we thought, well, maybe not we. I said Landry Shamet would come in, but I don't know if a lot of people thought that Landry Shamet would play in the fourth and overtime.
Right.
Who would have guessed that over Josh Hart? That was great to see what he did there. Landry Shamet, I give him an A+ for his effort off the bench. The fact that Bridges and also OG were able to stick with it, that's great. I said if they don't stick with it, the Knicks could lose this game, and they stuck with it. So more power to those guys for doing what they did alongside Brunson. We're not going to discount Catman, Karl Anthony Towns, but he looked great. And I hope the rest of the bench for New York can pick it up. Mitchell Robinson can always be a factor, and I would like to see, a little bit of McBride being a factor, and it'd be nice to see a couple, at least 3-pointers from Jordan Clarkson as well moving on.
Mitchell finishes with 29 in the defeat. Mobley had 14 rebounds. Schroeder had 5. Your thoughts on Cleveland's game leaders?
Well, I hate to be the roast, but I do wish there would have been a less helter-skelter from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like the helter-skelter actually hurt them a bit, or a lot, depending on how you want to look at it. And in the same case, James Harden should have been a game leader. He turned into a game kind of harm at the end.
Yeah.
I wish Dennis Schroeder would have been able to, facilitate more without the turnovers and making more shots. That would have been nice. Strus, I would have liked to see him nail in threes as well. But overall, I want to say, Mobley did show up. He did look good. He can do better. And we'll see what happens moving on. We'll see if Cleveland's able to maybe slow it down a little bit. Less turnovers maybe will lead to more shot making, because if you're turning it over, you're going to be in helter-skelter mode. That creates like a little bit of panic there. I don't care what anyone says. When you turn it over, it doesn't feel good, and you have to switch that mindset. It's about mindset to say, that's the last play. We're moving on from that. We got to be smarter. We cannot make those same mistakes.
Yeah. Let's talk game 2, because now this becomes very interesting. For New York, you're feeling confident. For Cleveland, you're trying to avoid panic after blowing a 22-point lead. If you're the Cavaliers tonight, what is your first priority in getting back in this series?
I think the first thing is limiting the turnovers and sticking to defense and defensive and offensive rebounds. That should be able to help significantly when we're looking at the way that I think this game could be played on a Cleveland Cavaliers side defensively and at least offensively on the glass. I say that because if you cannot do all those things, I just don't know how this team will be able to help themselves if they can't score, if they can't get their shots up the way they need to.
Definitely going to have to work to protect the basketball to get attacking. 21 turnovers can't happen again. And second, how about did the Cavaliers abandon the paint? And if so, why do you think that was so?
I think the Cavaliers did try to go, to Strus a lot. They tried to go to Merrill a lot. Spida.
53s. They attempted 53s tonight.
Exactly. So was it part of the game plan that we just want to jack up threes? I can't imagine that Coach came in and said we're going to be the Golden State Warriors tonight, prime Golden State Warriors. I don't know why they didn't go to Allen more. I don't know why they didn't set up their players in the post more, their big guys, Mobley and Allen. They could have done that, and they didn't. So I think that's a question for the coaching staff to figure out if they haven't already, and then get the players on the same page. And as we speak, here's Kenny Atkinson right now, and let's see what he has to say about it. A little unlucky, says Kenny. Wow.
Brunson obviously took over at the end, and we started double teaming them and try to do some different things. But listen, I'm super proud of the way our group played. We played great basketball tonight for 3 quarters. Unfortunate fourth quarter.
I said 3.5 quarters.
They dominated
3.5
us in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
My only regret.
Yeah, you're right. They dominated in the fourth.
This can happen when you get a little fatigued. I think it just stopped moving. We were pinging the ball all over the place. Great ball movement, and then it just got a little stagnant. And I told the guys, I said, we played great basketball the majority of the game. Just the ball stuck at the end there a little bit. Got to keep trusting the pass, but I'd also say we got a ton of great looks that didn't go in. So we tend to want to put our heads down too much. Just got to find the open guy.
Okay, he said they were fatigued coming down the stretch. Why do you think that was so?
Fatigued coming down the stretch, and they show a meme of a guy carrying like a huge sack with like rocks in it or something, the fatigue. I think that comes from the fact that, again, they're not able to knock down those shots, so they're starting to go helter-skelter. It's a little bit of panic. We're not knocking down shots. We got to do this, that. We're moving in order to get passes out calmly. You got to be calm, cool, and collected to get those plays going, whether it's the pass that messed them up or the play that messed them up, whatever the case, whatever you want to make the argument. If you're able to, again, handle yourself mentally, I think you should be able to make those shots. And the fact that they weren't able to handle themselves, in my opinion, the focus was not there, the control was not there at the end of the
Reliant probably needs better balance in game 2, more downhill pressure, more interior touches. How do you get it done?
I think you get it done, especially with interior touches, by setting the tone with Spida being able to get it to Mobley and Allen down low. I think that's what they need to do, and then have the guards, at least be able to take those jump shots and those three-pointers. If it doesn't work that way, if the guards cannot make those three-pointers and those jump shots, I think you still have to rely on trying to get it down low and play a little old school back to the basket, getting in the paint, whatever it takes. That's how it's got to be, at least in my opinion.
Well, New York's strategy for game 2, it's probably simple. Just believe you can win.
Yeah.
This team, to me, just proved they can survive a disastrous start, take punches, stay composed, and beat a dangerous Cleveland team in overtime on the biggest stage they've had in since last year, really, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah. And I think that says something about the maturity, because the Knicks, we kind of saw the rebuilding, we saw it, and then I think the addition of Karl Anthony Towns put them in that next level, and now you're up 1-0
exactly
against the in the Eastern Conference Finals. Something you couldn't say last year when you got there. This was our first time back in 25 years. You were down 0-1, now you're up 1-0. How does the mentality change in the locker room?
The locker room mentality for the Knicks right now, I think they look at themselves as if, we're playing against a Cleveland Cavaliers team that is maybe not able to rebound. And when I say not able to rebound, maybe we're looking at it mentally. If you're a New York Knicks player, you say, we turned it around on them. We were able to flip the script, and they weren't able to fire back. So as long as we can show them that we're dominant, we have the game. That's our game.
Okay. I apologize to Carmelo Anthony because I'd seen this on X, and he didn't like the comment. But I'm going to repeat the question, or I'm going to repeat the comment as a question: has Jalen Brunson done more for the Knicks organization than any other player on this team, minus the since the last title? Since Clyde and all of them. Is Brunson the best Knick?
I would not say that Brunson is better than Carmelo Anthony throughout Carmelo's prime.
Okay. As a Knick, though.
As a Knick.
Okay.
As a Knick. Could Brunson be better than Carmelo Anthony? Well,
if they get to the finals?
I say get to the finals, you win a championship, we can have a discussion about that, especially if you stay a Knick as Jalen Brunson and keep doing good things for them. I think the conversation can be real then. But at this moment in time, I still think all New York fans, all Knicks fans, they know that Carmelo Anthony not only was the man, but still is the man. And he's really, who you think of. If you watch basketball in the 2000s, you know Carmelo Anthony, and that name just rolls off the tongue more quickly than, saying, the New York Knicks, that's a Jalen Brunson thing, so.
Yeah. Okay. More on our reaction of this game in a moment, but first we got to flip to tomorrow, Game 2 in Oklahoma City. Victor Wembanyama coming off a spectacular 41-point game in Game 1. He's the focal point. How do you stop him if you're Oklahoma City?
Man, if you're Oklahoma City, you got to have Hartenstein really active on Wemby, because guess what? I just don't believe, personally, that Chet Holmgren will be able to be the man to stop Wemby. I would like to see that happen. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Please prove me wrong, Holmgren. But otherwise, you really just have to rely on Hartenstein with the minutes he can play, because he's not on the court the whole entire time that Wemby's on the court. And then off the bench, it's J. Will. You got to hope that Williams can play some good defense against Wemby. I know J. Will is 6'9", 10-ish. But he's a big man, so use your big body, and hopefully that causes a little bit of trouble to Wemby,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander having an off night last night, just 24 points.
Here, let me just stop you right there. Mm-hmm. He's not going to have an off night 2 nights in a row. Okay. I look for the Thunder to come out tomorrow, and I don't think that they're going to be able to totally shut down Wemby, but I do look for the Thunder to be the Thunder that we know tomorrow, and I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say they win tomorrow, Game 2.
Okay. Thunder definitely urgent, down 1-0. Oklahoma City can't afford to head to San Antonio, trailing 0-2. That game, of course, tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Time on NBC and Peacock. It's been a fun night here. It was a great night at Madison Square Garden, a 22-point comeback and overtime win, the largest Knicks playoff comeback since 1970. The final once again from New York, Knicks 115, Cavaliers 104, and overtime the Knicks take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. For Benjamin Zion, I'm Ryder Bullock. This has been the Hardwood Report postgame. Good night from New York. Game 2 awaits on Thursday.